All right, y'all. Hey, bring it down a notch. We give praise, esteem, and honor to the Most High Yahuwah Ba'Shem Yahushua this day. John chapter 5 and verse 39. Hosea chapter 1 and verse 1. John chapter 5. There was some stuff in that Proverbs 17 as I was just scanning on that while we were till time. They walked through the door, so obviously we weren't supposed to try to hit all that stuff that all three of y'all say y'all read. But you know how I work in the end regardless, though.
Yukanan, John 5, verse 39. Search the scriptures.
Yep.
For in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. And you will not come to me that you might have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that ye have not the love of Elohim in you.
They just don't got it. So let's look at Hosea chapter 1 and verse 1. Hosea chapter 1 and verse 1.
Hosea chapter 1 and verse 1. And the word of Yahuwah came unto Hosea the son of Beri in the days of Uzziah and Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, the kings of Yehudah. And in the days of Jeroboam, son of Joash, king of Yasharal.
Yep.
In the beginning of the word of Yahuwah by Hosea.
Say in the beginning of what?
In the beginning of the word of Yahuwah by Hosea.
What does that man's name mean?
Salvation. No.
That's exactly what I meant.
And Yahuwah said to Hosea, go take unto thee a wife of whoredoms.
What?
Of whoredoms. And children of whoredoms. For the land hath committed great whoredom departing from
Yahuwah. Listen to what he say. Read that what he say in the beginning of what?
In the beginning of the word of Yahuwah.
So what should come to your mind when he said that though?
John 1 and 1. Yeah.
Because that's what he just basically. Now look at John 1 and 1. Because he just said now in the beginning that he said the beginning of the word of Hosea or salvation. So you looking at when the master came, that's the beginning of salvation. I'll go ahead, get back to 11 and 14. Not 13, but just 14. I guess we'll do this one here a little early. Go ahead, John 1 and 1.
Yukanan 1 verse 1. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with Elohim, and the word was Elohim.
So salvation was in the beginning. He's telling you that, Hosea. This is the beginning of salvation right here. Go ahead.
And the same was in the beginning with Elohim. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. And in him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not.
What do you think he mean when he just said the simplest terms, the light don't, the darkness can't comprehend light?
Doesn't understand it.
Righteousness can't dwell with it. They can't understand.
You know, I like to say, let's go even further with it, right? Give me Romans chapter 9 and verse 4, man. We'll just hold it Matthew 11, 14. Just get Romans 9 and 4. Matter of fact, just make it verse 1. Romans 9 and 1.
Well, there's light. There can't be darkness.
It ain't even that there, man. I'm going way somewhere else with it. This is something I just mentioned to y'all. That a nigga can sit down and hear the same word that you hear and know you a Hebrew just like you know, and they still will not comprehend righteousness because their minds are wicked. You know what I'm saying? That is no joke, man. Nigga really did tell me that. My mind is wicked. And a nigga sitting there listening to the word. How can you hear the word for an extended period of time and your mind still wicked? I ain't talking about, you know, I'm still carnal. You saying you carnal meaning I still got some fleshly thoughts and ways. Saying my mind is wicked is a whole nother concept. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother way of looking at things. That's rough right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Romans 9 and 1. Romans 9 and 1. I say the truth in the Mashiach. I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Ruach HaKodesh that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
Why is that, Paul?
For I could wish that myself were cursed from the Mashiach for my brother.
That man said he wanted to be cursed like the master was cursed for his people. Because the master say the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me. And he say sin is a reproach unto all people. And he became sin. He became a curse. Because as it is written, cursed is he that hangeth from a tree. And the master became a curse for us. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people ain't willing to become a curse for their people. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For my brother, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Yashraal, to whom pertains the adoption, the esteem, the covenant, the giving of the Turah, and the service of Elohim, the promise, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh of the Mashiach came, who is over all, the Elohim Baruch forever. Amen. Not as the word of Elohim has taken no effect, for they are all not Yashraal.
You heard what he said? It's not as if the word is not taking no effect. What did he say?
For they are not all Yashraal, which are of Yashraal.
So that's how the darkness can't comprehend. Do you not realize it? Hold on. Read that again. There's something else that's coming out. Just read that again.
Not as though the word of Elohim has taken no effect.
No effect. I mean, that's not that it ain't got no power to it. But what happened though?
For they are not all Yashraal, which are of Yashraal.
Now give me 2 Corinthians chapter 3, probably about verse 13. See, he say the darkness can't comprehend it not. He's telling you, so just because you are the seed of Yashraal don't mean you're Yashraal. I mean, you don't mean that you are the promised seed. That don't mean you are Elohim. See, we just take that as not looking at rightness. Just because you are this seed don't mean you can actually comprehend the word. You know what I'm saying? That you actually gonna catch it. Because he said it's not like the word ain't took no effect. So this is talking about people who sit there and heard the word and it still didn't do nothing for them. Still wicked. You know what I'm saying? And walk around like he said in John 5. He said, if you were of Elohim, you would love me, whom you say is your Elohim. And get Acts 13 and 27 behind this here. 2 Corinthians 3 and 12, though. 3 and 12, cool. 2 Corinthians 3 and 12.
2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 12. Seeing then that we have such hope, we use great plainness of speech.
You know, the light is pretty plain. Go ahead.
And not as Moses, which put a veil over his face, that the children of Yasharal could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished.
So there was the foreshadowing in the parables. See, also when he say we use great plainness of speech, Proverbs should come to your head when he say it's clear to those who have understanding. My words are plain. So the darkness can't come. So you got two people, seed of Yasharal, both of them hear the word, they can't comprehend it. And one can. Go ahead.
But their minds were blinded. For unto this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament.
You see how their minds, darkness can't comprehend it? Same thing we read last night in 2 Corinthians chapter 4. They blinded because I had told you. When we asked that question, and he was like, oh, that's the law, that's the gospel. No. But if you go to ask 95% of Hebrews, that's what they're going to tell you. If you ask them what the gospel is, they're going to tell you it's preaching the laws and telling people they Israel. That is not the gospel. You know what I'm saying? That is not the gospel at all. That is not. Who told you that? Where can you read that the gospel is the law? What good news is the law? What is the law according to the word? What does he say? Paul in one of his epistle letters told you what the law is. Who knows what he said?
Nature, right? It's telling you what sin is.
It's to let you know it's sin.
It's the knowledge of sin. That's what the law is. The law is to let you know what's wrong. So that means that's not good news.
No, not at all.
That's not good news. Where you get good news from that? That's not good news. You know what I'm talking about? So what you saying is good news is what's saying is actually death unto me, even though it was supposed to be for my good. That's good news. If I violate this, I'll get killed. Where's the good news in that? You gotta like, where's the common sense at? I just committed adultery. I'm supposed to die. That's some great news. That's some real great news. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Which veil is done away in Mashiach. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart. Nevertheless, when it shall be turned to Yahuwah, the veil shall be taken away.
Then they can come into the light. Then, you know, if you got a veil over you, well you obviously know that you don't cover your eyes necessarily, but the veil is signifying darkness or covering. You can't see. So you can't, he's sitting here telling you they can't comprehend the light. They can't comprehend the sun. See, I be telling y'all, man, it's bigger than just, oh, you can point him out. Do you actually comprehend that what he did and how it applied to you? Like, yeah, we talked about, okay, he went into bondage for 400 years and came out in great substance. And you got to sit back and look at, now, how does that apply to me? Because he went through that to apply that to you. He went through it first so you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything's supposed to be how it relates to the plan of salvation of what he did and what he experienced or what your ancestors experienced. Because all he was doing was walking out what actual people lived. Your ancestors literally were afflicted and were in bondage for 430 years. And they literally left out of bondage with great substance. You know what I'm saying? Now this man wasn't afflicted for 400 years, but he was afflicted. He went into captivity, and when he left out of captivity, he left with great substance. Now you're supposed to sit back and look at, now I'm supposed to afflict myself and go into captivity, which is the captivity of becoming his slave, and then I'll come out with great substance. Then that will give you the motivation of understanding why you're doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Now it's easier for you to resist. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why you do. Okay, I was talking to your cousin, right? The one that's in LA. And she was like, you know what I'm saying? I said, why do you believe in the Messiah? She was like, because I do. Because he's the Son of God. Why do you believe he's the Son of God? You say you believe he rose on the third day. Why do you believe that? You know what I'm saying? When you go to most of these people out here, you ask them, why do they believe? They don't know. So how you going to be saved and you don't even know why you believe on somebody? That's going to be like somebody, why do you love your wife? I just love her. But you don't love that woman. You don't even got no reason why you love her. If you love somebody, you can tell them why you love them. If you down with somebody, you can tell them why I'm down with you. If you my friend, I can tell you why you my friend. If you can't tell me why I'm your friend and why I love you and what, then you're not really down with me for real. You down with me for convenience or whatever it is that you think you can gain for me at that particular time. And then when I can no longer provide that for you, you would depart. You know what I'm saying? If you actually love somebody and you know why you love them, you're not going to separate from them because you know why you're there. Because 99.9% of the time, they provide something that you can't get somewhere else. You can't get what Yahushua got anywhere else. You can't get that from him. You should know why you love him. You should know why you serve him. Because what he got, what I told the niggas in the barbershop, you show me how Allah better, nigga, I follow that nigga. You show me how this faggot nigga Horus is better, I follow that faggot nigga. That nigga sitting there, you see how Bean Power looking in there? Nigga, all the Egypt gods gay. He just sitting there looking with a crazy face. Nigga, you know I ain't lying, nigga. Oh, it ain't like that, nigga. You done read the same stuff I read, nigga. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You can try to front for these niggas in here who you know don't know, nigga. You know I know. You know I know your prophet is a pedophile, nigga. You know I know. You know what I'm saying? You know we know what them Christian and them Buddha niggas around there doing, nigga. You know I know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Play that game if you want to. That's why I don't get it all of it. I just throw it out there and let it be known, nigga. You know I know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Pac said, you can tell them niggas you roll with whatever you want. But you and I know what's going on. You know I know. You play that with somebody else. That's how people do you, bro. If a nigga walk in here, bro, they know you don't know, then they gonna play that game with you. Because they know you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if they know there's somebody sitting in that room and they know that they know, they don't try to. If a nigga who be flogging and pump faking all the time, that nigga will put himself out there any way he wanna do till there's somebody walk in the room that know him. You know what I'm saying? Then that nigga don't kick his game the same way. You know what I'm talking about? See, y'all niggas don't be noticing. Y'all don't be people that nigga act like this way, then nigga who know him come in the room, that nigga totally different because that nigga flogging. You know what I'm saying? Man, I used to see that in prison all the time. Boy, I was balling on the street, boy. I had all the whole, I done seen niggas have photo albums with other niggas' cars in their photo album. It's not your car, man. I'm for real. Dudes do that. And guess what happened when somebody walk in the room that know him from the street? Oh yeah, boy, you heard of this and this? Boy, he said he was balling, man. That nigga was smoking rocks on the street. What? He walk in the room, he don't even act the same no more because dudes know you in real life.
Like social media.
Yeah, people know you in real life. That's not you. What you did tell me about the other day, right? You like, well, I would unfriend this nigga here. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't encapsulated the word, but I knew why he wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, nigga, I know you in real life though, nigga. What you putting out here, that's not you. Nigga, I really know you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You want to be consistent at everything, nigga. When a nigga see me on the street, same nigga you see here and here, it's the same. Nigga see me in prison, they be like, boy, you the same, my nigga. What you mean, nigga? I'm gonna come to prison and be different. Yeah, nigga, I like to crack jokes. Nigga, I crack jokes on the street. Yeah, I say smoke weed. Smoke weed with you in prison, got out of the street, still was smoking till the word came. We put it down. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I done hustled in many different hoods. Nigga, I'm the same, and no matter what hood I went in. Same nigga. You know what happens when you do that? People respect you. You know what I'm talking about? If you say you on the word, man, then be on that though. You know how many, y'all know a lot of Hebrews say they on the word. Niggas ain't on that in real life though. Yeah, they on the word while they on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Catch them niggas in the street though.
On Shabbat.
On Shabbat. Niggas straight Christians, man. Keep it set apart on Shabbat. Whoremongers and heathens other 6 days of the week. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't on that, my nigga. I ain't got no image to uphold, nigga. Screw I told you, man. I told you last night. I don't care if a nigga think I'm an a-hole boy. I don't care, nigga. You ain't gotta like me, nigga. What I just told you earlier. Care nothing about. Man, if you gonna preach the word, right, then you gotta deal with, you gonna have to deal with public opinion. And if you care what people think about you, then you not fit for this. Cause niggas gonna have something to say regardless. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna have something to say regardless. They don't care what a nigga got to say about me. It's niggas who stay still. I don't even know these niggas. I ain't never met these niggas in the flesh. I don't know if that was you I told you we was on the phone with. I forgot who that was. It might have been Kip. Niggas say, I heard about you, bro.
No, I was on the phone.
Yeah, the niggas say you
they
crazy.
Say crazy. They say something.
I'm like, nigga, I don't even know you, nigga. I've never met you before. I've never talked to you before, nigga. How you know about me? So you around here with some chatty patty niggas who talking about me. I don't even know these niggas. Chatty patty. I don't even know these niggas. I don't even know these niggas though. You got niggas who I ain't never met before, ain't never seen in the flesh, talking down on a nigga. I don't even know you niggas. I talk to you niggas, I done forgot about you. I don't even remember you niggas' names. You know what I'm saying? Grown niggas sitting around talking about another nigga, man, you don't like him. Nigga, why you don't come tell me I'm crazy then? Ain't none of you niggas come tell me I'm crazy. Nigga, you ain't gotta tell me, nigga, I already know that. Straight up, I already know that, nigga. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be able to deal with that though. You know what I'm saying? You can't deal, that's why he say, how can you believe that seek honor one from another and not the honor that come from Elohim only? If you worry about niggas bigging you up, if you worry about how you look in front of niggas, then you ain't never gonna get nowhere. I wouldn't even care if you talking about the word, you ain't gonna get nowhere, period. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's been successful and got some stuff done, people consider them to be douchebags and buttholes. Only because they were confident in what they were doing, they were determined in what they were doing, and they didn't really particularly care if you like me enough. I got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? I got something to do. I'm not here to make no friends, nigga. Paul told you if I seek to please men, I would not be the servant of Mashiach. I'm not here to please you niggas. Because the minute you turn around and try to please niggas, you know what you end up becoming? A woman. Because a woman is made as a helpmeet to serve and please her husband. So the minute you turn around and you worry about doing that, you have become a woman. You are no longer a man. You know what I'm saying? Because you supposed to be coming through smashing niggas, starting wars and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. What I got you holding, man? Matthew 11:14. Go ahead with it. Give me Isaiah 50 and 4.
First,
Isaiah.
Matthew 11.
Yahoo 11 and 14.
Go ahead.
And
That's what one, 13?
Yeah, that might be what it was.
Yahoo 11 and 13. For all the prophets and the Torah prophesied until Yehukanan. And if ye will receive it, this is Eliyahu, which was for to come.
Now, I mentioned this y'all a little bit the other day. Yesterday, actually. Or last night, I should say, because it's still the same thing. What you think he meant by that statement? The law and the prophets was till John. What you think he meant by that statement?
He the sum all of the book. He
the living word.
Yeah, he the living word, but I'm talking about very specific. Read it again. He made a specific statement, so you need to understand what he's telling you.
All of the prophets in the law prophesied until Yehukanan.
So what is he telling you?
He said until.
He there, so nobody can prophesy about it.
Until he came back.
When John came, he was the prophecy.
Let's look at John chapter 1, verse 25. Make it 20. He's saying, guess what, right? All of them people, the law and the prophets were prophesying of something. But nobody stepped out there and said, this is that dude. Till John. You know what I'm saying? None of them did that. Get me before we read Isaiah 50, man. Isaiah 40 and 1.
He said he wasn't there yet. They couldn't do that.
Yeah, John 1 and 20. He couldn't do that. The only reason being, see, we're going to use this here to work this here with John too. Get me Isaiah 40 and 1. You just drop Isaiah 50 for the moment. Get Isaiah 40 and 1 and Malachi 3 and 1. And then you go ahead and shoot off on
John 1, verse 20.
Go ahead.
And he confessed and denied not.
Back it up to 17.
For the law was given unto Moshe, but grace and truth came by Yahushua HaMashiach.
See, like I said, you say all that there, man, law came by Moses. But said that favor and that salvation, no, nobody talking about that. What was John talking about in Matthew chapter 3? He said, there's one that come after me whose shoe I ain't worthy to loose. He say, I immerse you with water. He come to immerse you with the Ruach HaKodesh. Wasn't nobody talking like that before John. Now, what was John born with? So guess what I mean? He had the ability to testify of this man. Nobody else had that ability to do that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
No man have seen Elohim at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he have declared him. And this is the record of Yehukanan. When the Yahudim sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, who art thou?
He said, who are you?
But he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not the Mashiach.
He tried to tell them, I ain't the one you're looking for.
And they asked him, what then? Art thou Isaiah? And he said, I am not.
So they asked him, is you alive? Who is you? Go ahead.
I am not. Art thou that prophet?
So now they're asking him, is he the one to Deuteronomy 18? When he say, art thou that prophet? Because remember he said, I give you a prophet like unto Moses. You know what I'm saying? So he telling them, no, I ain't the one you got to hear whose soul he going to require if you don't, I'm not him either. Because at that time, they didn't really realize that that prophet and the Mashiach were one and the same. They didn't know that. They didn't understand that. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Then said they unto him, who art thou? That he may give an answer to them that sent us.
And what he told them?
What sayest thou to thyself? He said, I am the voice of the one crying in the wilderness. Make straight the way of Yahuwah.
Now read Isaiah 40 and 1. We just read where he came from. Read Isaiah 40 and 1. This is what he tell them. This is me.
Yashayahu Isaiah 40 verse 1. Comfort ye my people.
Do what?
Comfort ye.
Now don't you think when he telling them that one is coming after them, don't you think that's good news? That's good news, right? John wasn't telling them about no law and no prophets. He telling you that this man is coming to save you. You don't think that's some good news? Go ahead.
Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she hath received Yahuwah's hand double for all her sins.
Don't you realize the master actually told him that? He said, you'll leave this place, but you'll come back from the place that you came from. He said, comfort her. Comfort her. How did he comfort her? All you got to do is sit back and look at Luke chapter 24. He tell you stay in Jerusalem till you receive the promise of the Father. And Acts chapter 2, he did that very same thing. Your warfare is accomplished. See, all them niggas stuck on this, we left out of there in the Gentile, man, nigga, that was going, nigga, Ezekiel told you that was going to happen, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Moses told you that was going to happen, nigga. Nigga, your warfare, the discharge in the battle is came. Remember the Ecclesiastes, I believe it say no man have any discharge in that battle between life and death? But the master came to give you that discharge. Now you can overcome death and have life through him. That warfare is accomplished. You know what I'm saying? He done accomplished that. That's over with. Why would he tell you to speak comfortably when we know he called the Ruach the comforter, which take us to Noah, which I will comfort the dirt that I've cursed. That warfare is accomplished. You have attained the victory. That's over with. All you got to do is latch on to the Son and overcome the world. That's done. That's the good news. There's no good news in talking about how you get some good news. Don't eat no shrimp and crabs and lobster. Don't eat no pork now. Remember Passover. That's not good news, bro. That's an instruction. How many of y'all done got an instruction from somebody and you took that as good news? I ain't talking about no word.
Clean your room, Billy.
Clean your room, son. That's some great news, Mom. Some great news.
Wash your hands.
You know what I'm saying? Go cut the yard, son.
Nah. Rules. When they say, honor your mother and your father, this is the only law that is attached to life. So that your days have to be long upon life. Would you look at that instruction as good news, as your days being long because you honor your
What do you mean? He tell you that, but that still ain't no good news, though.
But he giving you a reward after saying
He say that's the only.
You don't get no reward for keeping no law.
your days being long.
Okay, your days being long, but you still die, though. That just means your time on the planet get
It
extended.
wasn't eternal life. At the,
So that's not good news.
But no,
You still die.
that's the only law attached.
Yeah, y'all instructed you to clock out. That ain't good news, though. Because he said, dust you are and dust you shall return. That is not good news. Yeah, but see, you didn't have that before when that instruction came, so that wasn't good news. You die now. Thanks, Dad. That's how you look at Adam. Thanks, Dad. No, I mean, I feel you, though, because that is good news. When in natural sense, they say it's time to get off the clock. My man. I'll let you on Monday. You know what I'm talking about?
See you later, Scott.
You know what I'm saying? But on a spiritual level, he telling you to clock out. That's not good news. That's not good news, bro. And I'm just using that to state that the law is not good news. That's not good news, bro. That is not good news, man. Sit here, write this here. The year of Jubilee. That might be good news to a slave, to a servant, but if you're not a slave or a servant, that's not good news for you. I gotta eat that. You know what I'm saying? What good news is it about how to flay a sacrifice? All right. Whoever did that said that's a good news for you. It's not gonna be good news when you smell it. No good news. They said that's some rancor. They said that's foul. I'll never forget that though, man. My own boy grandma, he had done 40. She stepped out the door. She said, "One of y'all foul." I died. That nigga was right. Go ahead, man. No, she just stepped out the door. Said, "Oh, one of y'all foul." Right back around and slammed. She basket and shoot. Grandma Simple was hot. She went back in the house with a smoked up Winston on. Well, I used to come back home. My mama used to think, "You been smoking?" I ain't been smoking. I've been at grandma. I think grandma in the back room smoking 2-3 packs of Winston. We ended up playing NBA Live, nigga. Grandma Simple on the bike. Every day, nigga. I'm talking about shooting, nigga. I real though, boy. Grandma used to be in the bikes burning down. I'm like, "Well, grandma, how you smoke all these cigarettes? How you smoke 40, 60 cigarettes in a day?"
Chain smoking.
Man, I used to smoke cigarettes. Boy, it take me at least 2 days to smoke a whole pipe. That's if I don't get another way.
Oh, you was plenty of smoke.
Ain't no place. I mean, it ain't that much smoking in the world.
Nah, most niggas who smoke a pack of that shit up.
I mean, I ain't smoking that many cigarettes. Like, I don't want to smoke that bad. Like, I just couldn't see myself smoking 20, 30, 40 cigarettes in one day. Yeah, I mean, to smoke one after, you know what I'm talking about? Smoking a blunt, you know what I'm saying? I might be walking, let me smoke a cigarette or something. You know what I'm talking about? Might smoke me one after I get up, you know what I'm saying? After you eat, like it was certain set times is when they smoke. But just like this here, like, I couldn't see myself smoking a cigarette, and then as soon as I put it out, light another. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't make no sense. Like, you ain't even fully enjoyed the last one that's going, you want another one. Only thing I smoked back to back like that was reefer. You know what I'm saying? I have 4 blunts rolled, and as soon as I put out the first one, I'm lighting the next one. Oh, I enjoyed it. Just enjoy some more. You know what I'm saying? Since smoking, you say, "Well, you can't get no higher." Well, nigga, I'm finna try. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, hey, man, that's how I used to smoke, though. I used to get in the Cutlass, nigga, ride to the beach to hustle, nigga. I have 3 Dutches rolled. So by the time I get to the beach, I'll be on the 3rd Dutch. You know what I'm saying? Because then I ain't smoke once I hit the block.
You ain't had no slow runners, that's what it sound like.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I just had a extreme high tolerance for marijuana.
I'm just talking
That's
about.
what burning fast.
Took you for one J.
I remember one time my homeboy came through with some orange haze. He said, oh yeah, boy, you ain't gonna be able to smoke all of this. I said, all right, I'm gonna show you. And I was stressed out at the time, nigga, roll him up. That nigga, like he said, steady going. And they said, boy, you gonna smoke the whole? Roll another one, nigga. That nigga said, boy, you got a problem, show do. Show do. You know what I'm saying? Just was like that though. I just like to smoke, bro. Like I knew that you couldn't get no high. Like you get to a certain point, you not getting no high. I don't care. Roll another. You know what I'm saying? Smoke cigarettes, we smoke weed like we niggas smoke nicotine. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? You young, man. We young. We 20, 21, 22 years old. Nigga, we making racks a week. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, nigga? Roll that up, nigga. Who cares? Nigga, buy another bag.
I think it's Malachi.
Oh, Malachi?
No. We got this bag of weed. I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Nah, we at Isaiah 40. Isaiah 40 verse 3. It says, the voice of him that cried in the wilderness, prepare ye a way of Yahuwah. Make straight in the desert a
Now, what you
highway
think
for our
if we say,
Elohim.
what's the word for way? What's the Hebrew word for way? So then when we let it spell it out, so he's saying prepare what? The way that gets you to the highest that's going to cover your iniquity. He has to prepare that. The law and the prophets was not preparing you for that. Was there a way in the law and the prophets that was going to get you to the Father? John 6:44. Was the law going to get you to Abba? No. Was the prophets going to get you to Abba? No. That wasn't going to get you there. I know we still got Hosea 1, man. We just dealing with how that's salvation. He say in the beginning of salvation, that's what he talking about. When the master came on the scene, that was the beginning of your salvation. Go ahead, man. John 6:44.
Hosea 6:44. No man can come unto me except the Father which has sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at that last day. It is written in the Nabim, or the prophets, that they shall be all taught of Elohim. Every man, therefore, that has heard and has learned of the Abba comes unto me.
So in order to come to the Father, you got to know the word. See, he's actually referencing Isaiah 54. That's what he's referencing. That your children will be taught of Yahuwah. Now it says in the beginning of the word of Yahuwah by salvation. So when the master come in, he's saying the beginning was the word, and the word was Elohim, the word was with Elohim. This is the beginning of salvation of Yahuwah. Of Yahusha, that's the beginning of your salvation. Because what he say about the land, what happened to him? He was slain from the foundation of the world. That was the beginning of your salvation. You know what I'm saying? So all the things from Genesis to Malachi were working to get you to that point when John go to talk about this man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was telling you about this man until John came. He had to prepare that way to the highest to cover sin. That's why he tell you, he say, man, I ain't worthy to lose this man's shoe, because he say he's going to immerse you with the Ruach. What does the Ruach do? It covers your sins. That's your garment that you got to put on that your shame don't appear. You know what I'm saying? He'll immerse you with fire. What does the fire do? It purifies. That's the furnace of affliction. So you come out conformed to his image. This covers your sins. He was telling them, I give you the immersion of repentance. This is supposed to be showing you, you're supposed to confess your sins and turn from it. I'm just showing you something greater. Because he the one that's actually got to come do this. Go ahead, man.
It says, no man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Good. Finish this Isaiah 40 though. So you see how when we look at Isaiah 40, he say he speak comfortably to them. You know what I'm saying? Your warfare is completed. The battle has been won. You ain't even have to fight it. How many times you read in the law where he say stand still and Yahuwah will fight for you? All you had to do was stand still. Yahushua fought the battle. You ain't even have to lift up a weapon. He fought it for you. He did just what the law say do. The law say Yahuwah will fight for you, stand still, and Yahushua came and fulfilled that. I'm going to fight the battle for you. Just stand still and watch me work.
Don't believe it, just watch.
Just watch.
That's it.
Go ahead.
It said, the voice of him that cried in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of Yahuwah. Make straight in the desert a highway for our Elohim. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low.
What y'all think that means? I don't went over this before. Say every what?
Valley shall be
what?
exalted.
Exalted in every what?
Mountain and hill shall be made low.
What you think he talking about?
First shall become last, and last shall become first. That which is low shall be brought up, and that which is high shall be brought up.
Is that like the government structures?
Get that Job 26 and 12. We get to Malachi to go to sleep. Yeah, give me Luke chapter 14. Is that Luke 14?
The meek and the lowly.
You said Luke 14.
Yeah, 14 and no. It's Luke 18 and 9.
Luke 18.
No, Job 26 and 12. Job 26 and 12. I told you I'd get that Job 26 and 12 in there.
Job 26, verse 12.
Yep.
He divided the sea with his power, and by his understanding he smited through the proud.
Stop. Now in Hebrew, you know what that word is? But for proud. He said with his understanding he smites through the proud.
What smite mean?
Say,
Strike.
Rahab.
And you know what that word means? It means proud, it means arrogant. And it also references Misraim or Egypt. Then we talked about Egypt a little bit last night. Don't you think the Egyptians were pretty proud? Because when he came through to holler at them, what did they do? They ignored him. So how did he end up smiting through the proud? How did he smite through the proud of Egypt? Huh?
He killed him in firstborn.
He killed the firstborn. He gave him hailstones. He hit him with the plagues. You know what I'm saying? And you know what that ended up causing them to do? They humbled themselves then. And they say, let him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's what the thing is. So you look at his understanding, we know the son of Elohim is coming giving us an understanding. Yahushua is the understanding of Elohim. Get that Proverbs 9 and 13 real fast. You can swing over here to Luke 18 and 9 though. See, we were talking about that last night. About that. See, that pride is the killer of man. You know what I'm saying? It is the killer of man. And I told you pride comes in many different forms. It's just not one avenue of it. It comes in many different forms. And I've told y'all this before, and I'll tell you again. Pride is the reason why you will not receive the Ruach HaKodesh. That's why you won't get it. A lot of people, why he ain't got it? Because he resisted the proud and give favor unto the humble. You not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? If you got pride in your heart in any avenue, you not going to get it. I don't care how many Shabbats you, because ain't no way in the world you believe in the Son and you got that in your heart. You know what I'm talking about? That man say he humbled himself and became a servant and even humbled himself even unto death. And he say all those that are Mashiach have crucified the affections and lust. So if pride is still in your heart, you have not nailed that to that tree. So therefore you can't receive the gift that he got for humbling himself. Which is what the Day of Atonement really is all about. You humbling yourself. You coming on this, man, niggas just think they just fasting and fasting. You know what niggas do? They do the same crap every year. I'm going to confess my sins to my brother and ask for forgiveness. But you're going to be the same raggedy nigga once you go to eating again when the 24 hours is over with. Don't you realize when you fasting because you are denying your body something, because you're seeking a request from Elohim? Every time you see somebody fasting in that book, they were praying. They were praying because I'm beseeching my Elohim or something. I'm showing him that I will humble myself before you in hopes that you will honor my request. I'm showing you that I will reject the things that's needful to my body, that is necessary to my, not my wants. Like you don't want to eat and want to drink. You need to eat, you need to drink. If you don't, you will die. You know what I'm saying? And you going to your Elohim and saying, I will put food and water to the side because I'm seeking you at this time. That you move on my behalf. So you're humbling yourself before him. And you're supposed to take that same mentality with you every single day. It's a lot of niggas who fast, they fast so worthless. Because you're doing just like what he said in Zechariah. You're doing just like he said in Isaiah. You fasting to be seen. And you looking at him like, you don't take knowledge of the fact that I ain't eating and drinking? Yeah, I seen you. I wasn't impressed though. Holler at me when you do it with a sincere heart. Maybe then I'll holler at you. I really don't care nothing about that. Y'all see Bruce get on there and talk all day about how they hungry. Then nigga, you might as well just ate, nigga. I'll never forget that nigga. Leah was 7 months old, nigga. Fasted like a champion. Ain't even cracked. 10 months all same. She's still a baby. She was still pooping on herself with a doctor. She wasn't being potty. Y'all still stayed in Bay Meadow. Man, she wasn't on no potty. She wasn't on no potty. She wasn't on no potty. I remember that. She wasn't on no potty. You made the dog fast, nigga.
Dog had a fast.
Nineveh fast.
The word said that.
That was a Nineveh fast. Everybody do it, nigga. Animals and all. Y'all ain't know that. That's in Jonah.
Yeah.
That's a Nineveh fast. Everybody got to do it. Cattle and all don't feed nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Not even the cattle.
Not even the cattle. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even cry though. She was hot though. She was sweating. She was looking crazy. She ain't even cry though.
She said she was sweating.
She was sweating though. You know what I'm saying? I know in her mind, she probably, I don't know what they got going on around here. There's a fresh bottle on that counter. I don't know why they ain't shot it over. You know what I'm saying? They need to sit down and watch it. Because I can use it right about now.
Swing my way.
Swing it my way, please. You know what I'm saying? But it's the point of it, that's humility though. See, the point of it is just not fasting for this one day on the 9th day of the 7th month. It's bigger than that. It's supposed to be pointing you. That's why he say every valley be made low, every mountain. For every valley shall be made high, and every mountain be laid low. Because all he's telling you is that he that humbleth himself shall be exalted, and he that exalteth himself shall be abased.
Like that Proverbs 17:2.
Yeah, we getting it there. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, Joe. What you want?
Luke 18 and 9.
All right, Luke chapter 18, verse 9.
Listen what he say.
And he spake this parable unto certain
Give me James 4.
which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.
You know how many Hebrews walk around here with that? You got niggas that think I walk around like, I don't despise nobody. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I'm just a dude and do all kinds. You know what I'm saying? I know a little something. I'm confident in what I know though, because I'm confident in who gave it to me. So therefore my confidence rests. See, people don't like that. When you confident, people don't really like that. They take you as being arrogant. You know what I'm saying? You know, arrogance is when you think you better than somebody. I can't think I'm better than somebody with a gift that I didn't earn on my own volition. That somebody had to impart unto me because he wanted to do it. Then when you got a little bit of humility in your brain and you realize as easy as he gave you that, it's as easy as he can take it away. You know what I'm saying? You remember when we was on that call, boy, and I told them niggas like, who? Nigga, pick book, chapter, and verse, nigga. My confidence in Yahusha, I'll smash and one of you niggas. Oh, he probably arrogant. I said, I didn't say nothing. I said, my trust and hope is in Elohim, but I smash all you niggas though. Paul said, I speak the word boldly as I ought to speak it. That means my confidence rests in Elohim. I know who I roll with. So my confidence is not in myself or in any of my ability. My confidence is in him and his ability. So therefore, I will express that. You know what I'm saying? People don't like, that's why I told you that when I was at that class yesterday. And then they said, what was the most challenging part? And I'm like, honestly, nothing. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say it was challenging. It wasn't. But that's only because of proper preparation before I even came in this room. You know what I'm saying? So you want me to hide my confidence because the other 39 people in here weren't confident in what they were doing? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be ashamed that you're confident in your Elohim. Some of y'all like to dampen that. You don't really want nobody to know that or see that. Who cares, nigga? Nigga, grow some nuts, man. Become a man or something. Get a tougher exterior. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for real though. Unconfident people are intimidated by confident people, and therefore they try to chop you down so you can be like them. Now there's a difference on thinking you better than somebody and turning your nose at. That's a whole nother ball game. That's a sour deal. The master knew he was better than all of us. He ain't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? And just because you know your Elohim, don't mean you supposed to look at people, I'm better than you. Like what you were telling me, we'll say glove people like this, oh, I'm glad he don't come. Like I'm gonna walk in here and just point out your pants. You got pants on, you going to hell. Like I told y'all, people who know me and know they think I'm gonna walk in the room and start dropping the word on them and condemning them for what they doing. And I'm be like, what's happening with you? What good to see you, boy? I see you, I like treating you. That's the end of it. I'm not finna go drop no sermon in here on you, man. I just came here to chill. What made you think I preach the word everywhere I go? Man, I'm trying to chill. I ain't coming here for that. I'm for real though. I ain't coming here for that. Truth be told, I be hoping don't nobody ask me nothing. Because I ain't coming here for that. do not be like, boy, I sure hope somebody, man, I'll be like, well, I hope nobody asks me about nothing. You know what I'm saying? For real, because sometimes you just want to chill, man. I don't want to. I preach the word 3 times a week, man. I ain't, you know what I'm talking about? If you holler at me about it, you know what I'm saying, I got you. But if I go somewhere and I see somebody, man, they know me, man, I'm not finna drop no. What you think I'm gonna start preaching in the middle of Ruby Tuesday or something?
By the way, John 5:39.
You know what I'm saying? I'm for real though. But people think that though. That he gonna start preaching. No, I'll be like, you got a beverage? It's hot outside. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Go ahead, man.
James.
Luke 18.
And 9.
And he spoke this parable unto certain which trusted themselves that they were righteous and despised others. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, and one a Pharisee and the other a publican.
You know, the Pharisees was that mountain. You know, mountains symbolizing government or authority. Go ahead.
And the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, Elohim, I thank thee that I am not as the other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican.
You know, that's a little different than Lot's when they're saying that Lot was vexed with the filthy behavior of the wicked. That's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were clowning about that last night, but that's a vexing scene to see a woman walking around with a dildo on, talking about she's a man.
Very vexing.
You know what I'm saying?
Extremely.
That's vexing to see that. That's vexing to see, regardless if they righteous or not, that these people feel like that they can murder people in the street and go home at night and not get no penalty for it. You know what I'm saying? That's vexing to see dudes standing outside getting drunk every day. Sitting in front of the same. That's different. It's not that you think you better than them. What it is I know you better than that. And you not trying to do nothing about that. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. You look at, you know how most Hebrews, y'all keep this, you Christians. It's your Sunday worship. They look down on them. They think they better than them. Nigga, you just as wicked. You know what I'm saying? You just as wicked. So you think because you keep the Sabbath, y'all say, oh yeah, that boy, that righteous boy, he keep that Sabbath though. I seen him masturbate last week though, but he still righteous. He sure got good drunk last week. He got him 3 wives, but he keep that Sabbath though. That's my nigga. He holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Those old pagans. Like the brother just asked me about this here, right? Can we keep, you got Hebrew army, y'all keeping these feasts in captivity. Why you niggas had the same, nigga in 2016, nigga, leave people alone. What I told y'all last night, I told you, like I said, man, leave, no, that's what I was telling your cousin. She was like, she keep telling her mom about keeping Christmas. Man, leave that woman alone. You know what I'm saying? If you done told her once and she still gonna do it, you telling her 72 more times after that ain't gonna change nothing. You know what I'm saying? Leave them people alone. I ain't finna be around here every year them saying Hebrews, you stupid Christians keeping Christmas. You the stupid nigga for steady telling.
Every Sunday they telling them you still going to Sunday. That's more vexing than preach.
You know what I'm saying? Leave them people alone, man.
Do that.
If I done told you once, I done told you twice, I ain't telling you no more.
Go on Sunday.
Because you gonna still do what you want to do. It's many, well, some of y'all wasn't doing illegal activities like that. It was somebody probably came and told you, boy, you need to stop selling them drugs, boy, or stop breaking them people's house, or stop doing this here. After they told you, nigga, and you know what a lot of the people did? Leave that shoot. When you go to jail, don't call here collect. You know what I'm saying? That's what some of them will tell you. When you go to jail, don't call my house now. Don't call my house now, because I don't stand what you're doing. You had some old school grandma like this here. Ain't gonna be no evil in this house. They catch you with them rocks in that house. Well, you can't stay here, son. You can stay here, but you can't be selling no dope. Live here. You sell some dope, you can't live here. You know what a lot of people do? They selling dope. Come on, baby. My grandma needs some light bill money. You got me. She's stamping that though. For real. She's stamping that though. Then when you get caught, you know what they turn around and do? Say, I told you nothing. Then he didn't tell me nothing. You told me to shoot that cash around here.
That's all you told me.
You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of Hebrews do though. They do the same thing. They sit there with them dudes. They know they doing evil. You know what I'm talking about? And they stamp it. And you got the nerve to talk about a Christian? What's the difference between you and them? Nothing. So you just like that Pharisee is. You looking at them, you despise them and think you right. You just as wicked. God.
No better than you.
They didn't even most of that, they even know better. They just think they better. Because I know when the Sabbath is. and I keep it. That's all they only talk about two things: Sabbath and pork. All this stuff in this book, and all you got to talk to me about is Sabbath and pork. The white man, the reason why you eat pork. What? The white man, the reason you are homosexual. What about Benjamin going after booty and Judges? So was it the white man's fault then? It's the white man's fault you worship idols. So what about King Solomon? What about the golden calf? So that was the white man. Where was the white man at when they did that?
Because I thought we got brought out. Everybody else.
You know what I'm saying? But all that is you think that you better. What you think Korah was coming up on the people for? Man, he think I'm better than you. He ain't nobody. I can drop the word too. Nigga say, well, shoot, nigga, when somebody give you an application and fill it out and you get hired, then you come drop it, nigga. Unless sit your stinking butt down somewhere. Matter of fact, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna have the ground swallow you up. Oh, ho, nigga, sit down somewhere. Because he came out on some feminine type. Man, jealousy and envy is a female trait. A man ain't got no business being jealous of another man. A man ain't got no business being envious of another man. Because anything that man can do, you can do. Why sit down here being jealous of another man for? Nigga, I know you sit down and pee, nigga. You ain't got no business being jealous of another man, period, about nothing. You know that once you go to feeling yourself feeling jealous of another man, you know what that's telling you need to do? That means you need to elevate your game then. You know what I see somebody do, man, when I used to be hustling, I see them dudes getting money more. You know what that made me want to do? I'm trying to get money like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit around y'all trying to soak up some game from y'all. I'm trying to be where you at. I'm trying to put the Escalade on rims. I ain't want no Escalade, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what you do. And I know the only way I can be able to do what you're doing is one of two things. Steady hustle harder or be around you to pick up the game on what you're doing so I can apply that to what I'm doing and elevate mine. I ain't got no time to be jealous of another man. I ain't got no time being envious of what somebody else got. So what he got a Benz? I can get a Benz. You know what I'm saying? So what he got a nice house? I can get a nice house. But guess what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to buckle down and apply myself and grind. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that all women like that, but y'all know the stereotype is that women are tended to known to be jealous and envious. You know what I'm saying? That's not a masculine attribute. But a lot of men walk in it though. Man, I shoot my own self. I walk around here talking about I'm jealous of another man. Because then it's time for me to die. I ain't a man no more then. You know what I'm saying? I might as well go and get castrated and do like I'm trying to do. Just go ahead and just get a vagina sold on or something.
Don't shoot yourself.
Might as well shoot you. You dead man walk you right here. I'm jealous of that nigga. What? Man, I kick a nigga in his mouth. He come tell me he's jealous of me. Man. Get from around me, nigga. Because we wasn't raised like that, bro. To be jealous of no dude, man.
Jealous of nobody.
You know what I'm saying? If you jealous of a woman, you really got a problem.
Dang.
A man jealous of a woman?
That's prevalent though.
Honestly.
It's prevalent now for men, but I'm jealous of you, bro. Like, and people just look like
That what you tighten up right up. But that what you boy, that's your homeboy, and he walk to you and say, I'm jealous of that. Tighten up. You know how they do it in the cartoon? Pop, pop. Get a hold of yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, y'all done seen it. Get a hold of yourself. But you know what the word part was? The niggas showed that feminine attribute because they were jealous of the master. They were envious of the master. Same way Joseph's brother, they let that feminine trait come in. That's the reason why I say that, because it says the woman is the weaker vessel. So that's of the flesh. That's a weakness.
and you can see that from the beginning.
Cain and Abel.
Yeah, that's a weakness.
You see that with Adam and Eve.
That's a weakness. Jealousy and envy is a weakness. See, when you look at it, is don't get caught up on the actual being a woman. But you got to look at how the word describes a man and a woman. The man's the stronger vessel, the woman's the weaker vessel. So when it describes a woman as being a weaker vessel, women are ruled by their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy and envy is an emotion. You know what I'm talking about? So you're allowing this weaker nature to dominate. A man ain't supposed to be moved by that. Not a real man. A real man should never open his mouth and say he's jealous of nothing. A real man should never open his mouth and say he envious of nothing. That's why the book tell you not to envy your oppressor and choose none of his ways. We around here acting like no woman did. We men over here. He said, your Elohim is a man of war. You know, God tell you he's a man. I mentioned to y'all last night, he said, quit ye and be men. Be a man. Men don't do that.
Can I ask a question? When I listen to you and when you teaching, and it's like, okay, when you talk about hoes and women and things like that, why is it that when the negative come in, you represent that? Why that just can't be a wicked person?
Well, that's because that's how the word do it. Because that's like when he described us in Ezekiel 16, he described us as a harlot or a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Even in Hosea, which we ain't got to it yet. Mainly because that's something that you can visually see. Like there was a lot of negatives when he described Yasharal, he described it as a whorish woman. Or an adulterous woman. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, when he described Yasharal in her upright state, he described her as a virtuous woman. It's very rarely that he described it as a man, because it's really two concepts of how he described the relationship between us and him. Either parent-child or husband-wife. And when you look at when men take that and they put that concept in their head, the most disgusting, vile thing is to be married to a whorish or an adulterous woman. That's just piercing to the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different from a woman aspect, because since it's not from the woman to a man aspect, he don't describe it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you sit back, the only one time it's really described like that is with Nabal and Abigail, about what it was like for her to be married to an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Because she went in and said, oh, he's a fool, folly is with him, you can't tell him nothing, he just dumb. You know what I'm saying? See, it's two type of men in the book like that. Nabal one, y'all know who the other one is. Or make it three then. You got Ahab and there's one more that was stupid like that. And that's Saul. Because you got Ahab, he dominated and ruled by his woman. Whatever his woman say do, that's what he gonna do even when he know it's wrong. Saul just dumb. You know what I'm talking about? I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Prideful, stupid.
That's prideful.
But you know where his prideful stupidity came in? Because he was worried about what the people were going to say and what the people were going to think. That's what he worried about.
Well, being, like you said, being jealous of another nigga.
Being jealous of David. He would walk around here jealous of another man.
Yeah.
But all he had to do
He say David killed 10,000. What they going to say about me? Nigga, you the king, nigga. You the king. What you care? You son it.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got I forgot what we were talking about. And the ball. Just dumb.
He the one just dumb.
Just dumb. Can't tell him nothing. Just stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, because see, when we talk about men on the negative, then we talk about pride and stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Then when you see that and you see that as a woman, what woman would want to follow a stupid man? What woman would want to follow a prideful man? Not following that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's dumb. Yeah. So if he dumb, where he gonna take? What? Guess what? I'm gonna be fooling with it. Now I'm gonna be dumb.
two dummies.
Now we got two dummies. Now somebody got to walk in here and pull a Fred Sanford. What do you want, you big dummy? Because you got to be a dummy to follow this dummy. You know what I'm saying? And he'll sit back and look at it. See, that's why I say it's a difference, because like in the word wise, see, obviously you wouldn't know that. Most of them in here know that. That's why we do, because it's a comparison of what's written. You know what I'm saying? But they also know we don't went in on Ahab and Saul about, now you women that been out there, I didn't be following this dummy now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get you no dummy. Like this here, man. You supposed to get you somebody that's intelligent and got a little street in them. That mean they a soldier. You know what I'm saying? They gonna stand tall. If he ain't got no brain, he ain't got no street, leave that nigga alone. You know what I'm talking about? Leave that nigga, because he ain't got no street in him. He ain't gonna, that don't mean being no thug in the conventional sense. That mean he gonna stand up and be a man and protect.
For what's right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna stand up for what's right. He gonna protect the whole household. He ain't got no thug in him. You know what I'm saying? That's a thoroughbred right there. See, a lot of y'all got them lame horses, man. He got a bad leg, his leg gonna crack while y'all going around the third leg. You know what I'm saying? You better get you a thoroughbred. You know what I'm saying? Better get you a thoroughbred. That's all it takes. Get you a thoroughbred. Ain't no thoroughbred, don't even mess with it. You know what I'm saying? They say talking with a woman, don't get you around, get you a thoroughbred. Get you a real one. She ain't real. Style. And not just a stallion because she thick. It don't make no difference, but we out here in these streets, you say, boy, she's a stallion, boy. I mean, she built like a horse.
Stallion.
You know what I'm talking about? I mean, she built like a horse. But also, but I'm gonna tell you this, I can hit too on the same token. A real woman, a whorish woman is disgusting. She's just as offended in that as a man is. You know why? Because that make her look bad. Because then the average dude want to step in her because of this freaky slut over here. Like, I'm a woman, I don't operate like that. You better take that junk over there with her. Because you know the same difference, right? When you dress like a woman's supposed to dress, and dudes don't approach you the same way they address a woman who dressed like a woman. Most of them won't even approach you at all. Because the way that they already know, that's a woman, that's a lady. Most dudes don't want to deal with no woman and lady because there's a particular framework of how you got to approach this woman and the type of thing that she's going to expect from you. You know what I'm saying? See, because men don't care, but they'll hit anything. You know what I'm saying? They don't, most of them hit anything. But at the same token, you got some women on, if they see a man, that intimidate them and they don't want nothing to do with that. It seemed fun for a while, but most wicked women think I can chip away at his manhood and buckle him down to get him to do what I want him to do because he like me or he want what's in between my legs. And when they find it difficult that they can't sway a man by what's in between their legs, when they lay to get him to do what they want to do, they throw tantrums. And then eventually they just separate from that man because most women think that they can get a man to bend to their will. Most women do not know what to do when they can't get a man to bend to their will.
Can't accept no.
You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like this man's supposed to do whatever she want him to do because you like me. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's plenty of vagina out here, man. It ain't nothing to get no woman, but it is something to get a woman of value and substance. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing for you to get no man, but it is something to get you a man of value and substance who has leadership ability and is willing to do what's necessary for him. That's why I told you, you got your wife, you need to honor your wife. You gotta understand how precious that is. You got kids, you ought to honor that. You ought to cherish that. Because everybody's not gonna get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like I sit back growing up, man, sit back like, how you walk out on your kids, man? You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? You don't even iller, you walk out on your kids and go raise another nigga kids. How you do that? You know what I'm saying? How you a woman go mess with a nigga who ain't holding down his kids? So how you think he gonna hold down yours if he put some in you? You gotta be the dumbest woman on the planet. This nigga done abandoned his kids and you gonna tell me, he ain't gonna do mine like that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff you supposed to sit back and look at. You run across a man or a woman and she got kids or he got kids, you supposed to sit back and look at how they handling their kids before you even holler at them. That nigga tell you, I run across a woman, she say, yeah, I got kids, I got 2 of them, where they at? Or one of them with my grandma. Oh, why your kid, why you ain't got your children? That's what I want to know, why you ain't got your, what you got, what type of woman want to be away from her kid? Why you ain't got your children? That's a red flag. Why you ain't got your kids? And you think I want to talk to you and you ain't got your kids? Because a woman having kids ain't the issue. Because if you like that woman, you love that woman, then how you not going to love her kids? They from her. That's her. That's her flesh. So that's a, man, I'm finna mess with her. She had 3 of them. I ain't seen none of that. I knew why she didn't have her oldest, but I knew why. Because when I first met her, she didn't have it, and I knew why. She was 16. You know what I'm talking about? When she had the baby, her people took it immediately. That was outside of her hands. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to hold that against you because I already know why you ain't got your oldest son. It ain't from lack of effort and you trying to get him. Your people just don't want to give him to you because you was underage when you had it. The boy 13 years old, man. And they still won't give her her son. Like she could slide through and go see him and all this. That nigga can go home.
But that's the only God he don't know.
That's all he know though.
Yeah, that is all. Where he at?
But I ain't gonna hold that against her because I know why. But if you run across a woman, she ain't never got her kids, why would I want to procreate with you? You see a nigga and he got kids and he ain't holding it down? Or he done abandoned them? Why would you lay up with this nigga for him to put a baby in you? That's dumb. No, so I only think he's going to have an epiphany one day and say, you know what? I'm going to be a father now. Come on, man. Please, man. I ain't no man. That's why I ain't got no kids, boy. Luke 18. I wasn't finna procreate with anybody. Like, man, look like right now, I can have a child, they probably be about, it's 2016, between 15 and 17 years old. And I know some of them women, bro, I'd have probably already been slung on them by now about my church. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, I don't hit no women, but I just hear about my kid, we might have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because if I walk in here, my daughter's dressed like a whole, hold up. I don't care how you dress. But this is a child. You're not gonna send my daughter out here looking like this.
I'm finna go off on you and your mama.
I ain't even finna go off on you. I ain't even finna go off on you. I'm finna go out at your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because she the one that let you come out the door like that.
You got the child, so I'm finna go off on you and like she staying home.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Go take that off. Where your man at, though? You know what I'm talking about? And then you take on account, now I'm dealing with the word 9 times out of 10. The mama ain't on that. That's gonna be a conflict and a fight, man. I couldn't went through that, man. Because I know I'd have been dropping elbows and knees everywhere about, man, coming off the top rope. You dress my baby like this. Go ahead, man.
Luke 18, verse 11. And the Pharisee stood and prayed with himself, saying, Elohim, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican.
Even as this publican.
I fast twice in a week, and I get tired of all
I fast twice in a week in that time. Come on.
And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes to the Shamayim.
He said he would lift his eyes up there. You know what that is? That's humility. I can't even do it. Go ahead.
But smote upon his breast.
And said what?
Elohim, be merciful to me a sinner.
He said, boy, please have mercy on me, man. That man ain't sitting back. He might have been doing all the things the Pharisee was doing. But that ain't how he approached Elohim. Who to say that man wasn't out there doing the same thing the Pharisee said he was doing? He said, no, please have mercy on me. Because you ought to kill him. James 4:4.
James 4:4. Ye men and women that are breakers of wedlock, know you not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Elohim?
So to be a friend of the world, that means you hate God.
It say, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Elohim.
That's the whole key thing. Now, how you going to be friends with transgressors? Remember we were talking about it? Now, how I'm going to sit here and say I'm an Elohim, but I want to marry a sinner? Now, how that's going to work? Because who you marrying is a friend of the world, so guess what you going to end up being? Now, that don't even make any sense. Because their behavior ought to vex you to no end. They'll say, he don't like us no more. We don't sit in the bed.
Don't bear false witness against your brother.
They'll say, I don't like y'all.
We have verse 5. Do you think that the scripture says in vain, the Ruach that dwell in us lusts to envy? But he gives more favor where he says, Elohim resists the proud, but he gave favor to the humble.
Why you think the master always resisted and strived? They were proud. You couldn't tell them nothing. Niggas thought they knew everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, right, there's nothing wrong with having different perspectives and different mentalities. But the only time that don't matter is when you're dealing with truth. Because truth is absolute. Ain't no different perspective. It ain't no different mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you yesterday, it's a certain situation. It went like that because our mentalities were different. So you don't look at something the way I look at something. But that wasn't no issue. But when we were looking at things that pertain to the truth, your mentality couldn't bend on, this is what it is. Just like I was telling them last night. I was telling you reading about the Levite priests, them boys had to work every day. They had to do offerings and sacrifices every day. You think they had no wives? Them boys had to teach the law every day. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, you know, baby, can you take a couple of days off just to spend? No, I got to hit this temple though. I got to hit this temple though, because this morning, evening sacrifice must be made. That's got to be done. This is non-negotiable. This is the charge that he gave to them. Now you take it into these days and times in a Western mind state that most women have and most men have. They think that you can serve Elohim at your leisure. No, it's not a big deal. I ain't got to show up this week, you know. Look here, man, my wife could be dead sick. I'll see you when I get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to look out for you before I leave. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna come drop this word. After drop this word, I'm gonna come straight back. I ain't gonna hang out. I'm gonna come straight back to the house and I'm gonna take care of you. But for on the Shabbat though, you on your own. But get you some NyQuil and some vapor rub. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? That's all I tell you. I'll be back. Get you some Theraflu. Get you some food, but drink you some water. I'm just saying that's what you better do. Man, these people on here don't know nothing about no shit. I gotta talk to them in the language. They understand. They don't know nothing about all that. They know about that Theraflu, though. You better boil them. I'll be back.
I don't know anything about therapy.
Yeah, you boy. Yeah, boy.
Therefore, it's tea.
Yeah, tea.
Boil it.
I wouldn't know. I ain't use it in here.
That junk gets you high.
No, but I'm just saying. But you know how the average woman, or even, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's just say if it was a woman was married, and she like, well, baby, I gotta go to, you gonna stay here and take care of me. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But you have to sit back and look at, if your spouse couldn't respect that, that's ugly. You know what I'm saying? If you a preacher and your wife couldn't respect that, you gotta go do that. It's not like I'm saying I'm not gonna come back. But I gotta go do that. She's supposed to be like, you know, babe, I'm gonna be all right. I know. Go do your thing. I'm gonna watch it on the thing, or this, that, and the third, and I'll see you when you get back. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be on something. How you gonna go preach the word? You're not gonna stay here and take care of me. And you know what I'm gonna tell her? Your bag's gonna be packed when I get back. You know what I'm talking? Because obviously, you are a wicked woman. Well, you just told me to put you before the word. Pack heat. I don't know where you gonna stay at. Can't stay here though. Because that's gonna permeate the whole house. Because I'm talking about the mentality. That's a bad mind right there. That's a bad mind right there. Because that's just all she gonna end up doing is pulling a Jezebel later on to try to influence you to do wrong when you know what's right. Ahab knew that he was not supposed to take this man's inheritance. He knew what the law said. That's why he was sad when the man wouldn't give him the vineyard. Did you see Ahab say, I'm the king, I'm gonna take that vineyard? He said, dang, he ain't gonna get it. He went home crying, he ain't gonna give it to him. But he had accepted that though. He had accepted that though. Because he knew what the law said, he knew he couldn't do that.
And she was mad, because he was mad.
Why you upset, baby? You wouldn't give me a vineyard. Ain't you the king? Right then and there. Hold up. Okay, you old stinking woman. Don't come at me with that, I'm the king. You know what our law say. He don't want to get to me. He gotta get. That's what he's supposed. If he was a man, that's what he was supposed to do. Don't come at me on, oh, I'm the king. And then she go around there with the plan to go get it, and he go right along. You know what she did, nigga.
You don't think that's why he cried to her in the first place? He knew his wife was gonna.
Probably
He might have did.
He might have did.
Oh no, he probably did.
He probably did.
She was gonna.
He ain't have enough good.
He wasn't about it, but
Yeah.
she was about it.
It's like, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna go cry to.
Oh, weak bastard.
And she gonna go. Yeah.
Send a woman to do a man.
What?
That's how Ahab was. He was weak like that.
He was weak. Oh, coward. And it's a lot of Hebrews like that. Whenever you see a Hebrew be like, it ain't nothing wrong with a woman teeing up. Man, you old Ahab, you old weak nigga. You gonna send her to do your dirty work. Send no woman to do no dirty work.
A lot of men, a lot of men that's like that, they'll get women that's like Jezebel because they know that they'll go forward, they'll go forward and take control and.
He ain't no man.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm talking about he done tucked this tail.
I don't even deal with people like that, but I'm just saying that's why he went and cried to her because he knew. Because he knew she was gonna do the wicked. It's like you go do all the evil stuff, but she doing it on his behalf.
Yo, stinking nigga. Y'all knew it. That's why he did him like that. But even still though, when he humbled himself, y'all say, you see how you pitted yourself before me? He say, I ain't gonna kill you in your time. I'ma still kill all your kids, but I ain't gonna do it while you're alive.
But you don't think that's the same way like a lot of these guys, when they doing dirt and they woman be right there and then the police pull them over and they say put this in your purse or put this up somewhere. You don't think that's the same thing?
Well, I done been in that situation. I'm saying I wasn't with it. Now that same young lady I was talking about, one day we were riding and my work was in her door console. Like, cause I was driving early. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey man, pass me that work.
Yeah, that's good, but
no, it was her response though. She looked at me like, don't try me like that, nigga. I put it in my vagina. This, that, and the third. I said, I hear you, my nigga. But I ain't gonna Hey, I just appreciate the fact you telling me that.
Yeah.
I would take a charge for you.
But I'm
But I wouldn't want
yeah.
you to do that.
She's saying there's a lot of dudes out here that want their women.
Oh, well, I mean, you got a lot of niggas gonna throw the work right on her.
And get mad if you be like, man, I gotta go in my chair tonight.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like this here, right? If both of us, now if she know, see, mine would be school though. If both of us in the car and the work is in the car,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is be quiet.
Yeah.
And all I gotta do is be quiet. Because they gonna take both of us to jail, but we gonna get right back out.
Yeah.
Because that's constructive possession. They can't say who it belongs to. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be jumping on the, oh, it's mine, see, you dummy.
Yeah.
Now they gonna put it on you. You know what I'm talking about?
But I was just
If they find it in the spot of the car, be like, so I don't know who dope that is. And you look at it, I don't know who dope that is. Well, I'm gonna take both of y'all in. You don't get out the car. Because that happened when I got pinched, right? The weed was in the car. It's me and Marie, right? We both in the car. They pulled us out. She crying.
Oh.
No, it said it was funny though. She was like, this here. She was like, they said they found the weed in the car. They said you said it was mine. I said, you know, nigga, she said, I know. I said, well, what are you crying for? You know what I'm saying? What are you crying for? I'm like, man,
was in there?
yeah, we were smoking. But it was a petty amount of weed anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she was just getting emotional. She ain't fold under pressure though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying about? And she was willing to take the sale. She told me if I could have took the sales charge for you, I would have took it. I said, man, you ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, if she would have did that, I would have went and got her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would have got out of jail.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't gonna be, I'm gonna put some money on your books. I'm finna come by, and for me, I'm gonna take care of her for the rest of her life, because you just took a felony case from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You would have to love me to really endanger your life for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you just put your life in jail.
If a woman if I'm gonna make a choice to get in the car with you, and I know what you're doing, and I know it's different if I don't know.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
That is.
You
Like
know?
if I had some work and she'd be like, I gotta go drop this pack off, and she'd like, I'll go do it.
Yeah.
What would make you want to risk your life for me other than you got to love me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're willing to risk your life for me. So how am I not gonna turn around and be loyal to you after that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got some niggas be like, oh, she catch a cake? Shoot, boy, she on her own.
Yeah, be in the car. Yeah, it never happened to me because I ain't never played that. But I'm just saying, be in the car with somebody, and I'm talking about don't even know this is what this person's doing, and then
Yeah, that's a little different. Cause
Yeah.
I'm like this here, right? I don't sell no dope, and it's dope in the cup, and I ain't in no street. Hey, boy, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you mean? Hey, boy, that's that nigga stuff.
yeah.
Nigga, I ain't no dope boy. I ain't in no street. I don't live by that code. That's that nigga stuff.
It's not my code.
That's not my code. I get up and go to work every day.
That's right.
But if I'm in the streets and that's my code,
That's
shoot,
different.
who work is that? I don't know. I'm gonna take all y'all to jail. What's wrong with you? Take it. Don't get me downtown so I can get my bump now. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I'm ready to go lay down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas don't know that though, man. I'm telling you right now. You go real far if you got a good woman on your team. You ain't got no good woman on your team, you don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these niggas ain't got nothing. Because they get some ratchet hoes on their team, or they got a good woman, treat her like dirt. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. You feeling Luke 18? Come on back to John 1 and John 1. We good. We need Malachi 3, that's what we need. Then John chapter 1. I ain't forgot. But see, I'm just that type of dude though. I ain't gonna put all that weight on the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Malachi, what chapter?
3 and 1.
Malachi 3 and 1. Behold, I will send my messenger. Malachi 3 and 1.
He'll send who?
I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me.
That's John.
And the master whom you seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom you delight in.
Who you delight in. Don't
Behold,
you realize when they seen the master they delighted in? Go ahead. We're gonna see that in John chapter 1 in a minute.
Behold, he shall come, says Yahuwah Sabaoth, but who may abide in the day of his coming?
Who gonna be able to take the day of his coming?
Who shall stand when he appears?
Who gonna stand when he appears?
For he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. He shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. He shall purify the sons of Louis and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto Yahuwah.
Now pull that James chapter 4 again, right? He say he gonna be a refiner's fire and a purifier. How else you gonna purify yourself? You gotta purify yourself with the word. This is what John was forerunning with, talking about the immersion of repentance, that he's coming with fire. You know what I'm saying? That's to purify you, to get you. You know, a lot of people don't want that purification. A lot of niggas didn't want to talk about it. They don't really want it though. What he told you in Psalm 51, he said, created me a clean heart, right? And renewing me a right ruach, right? But to get that clean heart, you got to be willing to go through the fire. So I was telling, no, I think I was telling your cousin at that moment, right? This man will try your faith, right? To see what your faith really gonna show them what happens and what you do. If you go and commit a sin when you get tried, it really shows, he really just exposing what's in your heart. And who's to say you're gonna get another test? What does this man tell you he owe you repentance? What does this man tell you, well, you failed the first test, let me give you another? Maybe he took you to that test just to expose openly what was in your heart that people could not readily see. Because when your faith gets tested and you go commit a sin, where was your faith really resting at? It was resting in nothing. You were just doing something just to be doing it. Because you're going to stand firm in the face of everything. No matter how you feeling, no matter what you're going through, you're still not going to go sin though. Because that's where your faith is at. My trust and hope is in my Elohim so strong that even at the point of death, I'm not going to go do this or go do that or go do this. I have no desire to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about even when it's in your face. See, it's like, let's give you the scenario. Like when you in jail, it's real easy to say you ain't going to smoke no weed. You're not going to sell no dope. You're not going to do this. That temptation is not in your face. But when you get out, now what you going to do when that temptation is in your face? Now what you going to do? Because here go the weed. There go the rocks. You know what I'm saying? There go the women. What you going to do? Say, I want some women. I do not like men. So look at saying, I ain't gonna say that right. You know they got to play that song messing with somebody. It's raining men. And you know what they say after that song? After that verse? Hallelujah, it's raining men. Y'all ain't never heard this song before?
No, I haven't.
I thought it was a black woman. She sounded black.
That's black lady.
That's what I thought it was.
2 tons of fun.
Oh, 2 times.
When they say it's raining men.
Black and white lady?
No, it's 2 black big women.
2 tons. 2 tons.
2 tons of fun. And they say it's raining men. Say praise be to y'all. It's raining men.
2 tons of fun.
They changed it when they made the video.
Like they did with LL Cool J on doing it. That woman they had in that video was not the woman who laid them vocals. The woman who laid them vocals was quite husky.
That's right.
Oh, shit ain't right.
Yeah.
But they do that though.
Yeah.
Because the reason being is because
They're
trying to sell something. We can't sell obese people.
Yeah.
Even though majority of the people in America are obese.
Because like yeah, right. No matter if everybody's obese, you don't want. When you was in the world, you did not want to see no video with no fat women. You wasn't gonna watch that.
She got
Look, boys, it's the same difference. You women ain't gonna sit back and watch no. You might not actually go date no big muscular man, but you don't want to look at that on TV though. I want to see this old fat nigga stomach hanging over his belt. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, read that, James.
She wasn't bad.
Come on, man.
James 4, verse 8. It say, draw nigh to Elohim, he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you
What you
double-minded.
think? He said that's why he got to do, because he said you double-minded. You don't know which way you want to go. He said he got to purify you. He's got to make you an acceptable offering. What's the only way to make, you look at every offering in the book, what got put to it? Fire. So he was showing you that the fire on the offerings was representation of the purifying when you offer yourself as a living sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You have to purify yourself. You got to be made clean. That's why he say the trial of your faith, which is more precious than gold, though tried by fire. This is what this means, is that the law and the prophets was till John. Wasn't nobody preaching none of this before John came. And that's the good news. Is the purification through the death and resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach. The law can't give that. It fine of it. But it takes a man, he say, it takes somebody who's taught in the kingdom of Shamaim to be able to bring out of his vessel treasures new and old to show you that. Oh, drink all we know. That's I know that. Okay. Come on, cause we got to get ready to talk this out. We got to get this Hosea chapter 1 done. Come back to John chapter 1, cause you know the wine offering, and we got the sermon on that from 2-3 years ago. The wine offering, like they talking about, why are you drinking wine on Pat? It's in the law, stupid. Go read number 28. It's right there. The lamb, the wine, and the bread. And he said, do this every year in its season, on the feast days. But these niggas know the law so well. See, then you can take that and you show the good news. Because he said, when you drink the wine and you eat the bread, you show his death till he come, and therefore I can give you the good news out of the law. Just read number 28 and just saying, hey, drink some wine, eat some bread on Passover. Them niggas don't even know the law say drink some wine and eat some bread on Passover. Go look at it. It's in number 28. Clear as day. You think that's some good news if I just read you Numbers 28 and told you that? But don't you realize when you bring in Mashiach, who is your salvation? Because all we dealing with is this is the word of Yahuwah in the beginning by Hosea, or salvation. So the plan of salvation had already been laid in the beginning. But they didn't know. So John had to begin to prepare the way to point you to the one who's going to tell you about it. Now you got the good news. That's why a lot of Hebrews not going to make it. They ain't getting no good news. They ain't even getting news. They just get some information. I can't even say that's news. That ain't even glad. That's not glad tidings. The book say, blessed is the man, he say, how beautiful are the feet of them who preach the gospel of Shalom, that bring glad tidings of good things. The gospel of Yahushua is the gospel of Shalom. That's destroying the authority attached to chaos. You ain't getting that from no law. Because that ain't destroy the authority attached to chaos, but this man death and resurrection did, though. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. John 1. Wherever you start at. Call the verse to him.
Yuchanan 1 or John 1, chapter 5.
Not chapter 5.
Verse 5.
Not verse 5 either.
Yeah, that's where I start.
No, you can stop at no verse 5.
We started at 20.
Sure did.
Oh, we started back at 18.
There you go.
Yeah, I was thinking.
All right, it's all right. Everybody make mistakes.
All right, we really at 24.
Verse 24.
All right. It says, and they that were sent, and they which were sent were of the Pharisees. And they asked him and said unto him, why baptizest thou then, if thou be not Mashiach, nor as Elijah, neither that prophet? John answered, saying, I baptize with water, but there standeth one among you whom ye know not. He it is whose coming after me is preferred before me, whose shoe latchet I am not worthy to
Remember, he said he's the messenger of the covenant. Yahushua was coming to bring you the message of the new covenant, which is what? The law in the inward parts and the remission of sins. That's the good. Your sins were not remitted by the law and the prophets. He said, take, drink. This is my blood, which is the new covenant, which is for the remission of sins. You don't think that's some good news? You don't think that's some good news? Now how am I going to get that good news just reading the law? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. If a man ox gore another man. Some real good news right there. And see, you know what? And I'm saying this here because somebody might see this here. See, them niggas Christians. They going to say the same thing like they said about Paul. He's speaking against the law. We ain't said nothing against the law. Just said just what the book said. That's not good news. We know you're supposed to keep the law. How you going to follow a man and don't follow what he stands for? That's common sense. I'm down with a man, but I ain't down with him. See, that old law done away with. Then you don't roll with that man. When you roll with somebody, that means you share the same ideals that they share. Like you wouldn't be friends with people that don't share the same ideals that you do. What would you have in common in order for them to be your friend? Don't let the people out of you. Ain't none of y'all had no friends that was on a total opposite type of time that you was on. Because you know what happened? You usually didn't end up being friends for very long. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this here. If everybody, when I was in the street, man, everybody I knew sold drugs. All my friends sold drugs. I did not have very many friends who did not sell drugs. All of them did. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't sell drugs, why would you be around people who sell drugs?
You're not a whore. Why would you be around?
Other whores. I have never seen a chaste woman hang out with sluts. But you've seen a lot of women who claim to be chaste and they hanging with sluts. You're a whore right along with them. You just want people to believe that you're not. Because you don't do what they do, so why would you hang with them?
Now I know some people feel like if they in the word, like you were saying with Booby, like when y'all was running together, he looked out for you, you was locked up and stuff. But now you on the word and he ain't on the word. You don't really mess with him.
But no, he just stopped calling us. Like I seen him one day to the house. 4 years later, I ain't seen him since. Like it wasn't on something. Oh, we don't just shoot. They like, well, you seen him? No. Like we were looking for him. But I mean, he wasn't not on it. You know what I'm saying? He was on it because we was on it. And we all came up together. And he looking at, and my homeboy doing this here. Shoot, I'm trying to get on this too. You know what I'm saying? But it no stuff just happened like that though. You know what I'm saying?
Old friends become strangers.
Yeah, stuff just happens like that though. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta sit back and look at it though. Just like I say, man, if you're not a killer, you're not gonna hang with other killers. You're not gonna do that. If you're a business person, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna hang with other business people. If you're a drunk, you're gonna hang with drunks. If you're a junkie, you're gonna hang. If you're not a junkie, what you hanging with junkies for? Everybody in here smoking rocks, shooting heroin, and you sitting in here talking about, man, this really smells in here. You're not gonna do that. If you say you a Kardashian, then you're gonna be with other Kardashians. You're not gonna join yourself to no transgressor. You join yourself to a transgressor, it's because you're one. Because you're not gonna hang with that. Because when Yahuwah slide through, he ain't gonna look at, well, you set apart and they not. He gonna kill both of y'all. That's why I told you, do you really want a man to slide back around here? No.
Right now.
Right now, it's not very many people that can say with the confidence of their heart, come quickly, like John said. He said, I come quickly. John said, even so. Come quickly. He already know he was sealed. He was ready. You know what I'm talking about? It's not very many people who profess this faith that they can say in confidence in their heart. Yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? And if you know you can't say that in your own heart, you be like, take as much time as you need, sir. As much time as you need. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. John chapter 1, and Slim, you gonna get Hosea, man.
We're at verse 27.
Yes, sir.
He it is who is coming after me is preferred before me, whose shoe latchet I am not worthy to unloose. These things were done in Beth Barbara beyond York, where Yehukanan was baptized. The next day, Yehukanan seeth Yahushua coming unto him, and said, Behold, the Lamb of Elohim, which is taking away the sins of the world. This is he whom I said, after me cometh the man which is preferred before me, for he was before me. And I knew him not, but that he should be made manifest to Yasharal. Therefore am I come baptizing with water. And Yehukanan bare record, saying, I saw the Ruach descending from Shemaim like a dove, and it abode upon him. And I knew him not, but he that sent me to baptize with water, the same said unto me, upon whom thou shalt see the Ruach descending and remaining on him, the same is he which baptizes with the Ruach HaKodesh.
So I will let it be known this is the one. And y'all let me know that this is the one to tell y'all that this is the one. Go ahead.
And I saw and bear record that this is the son of Elohim.
So the law and the prophets was till John. Prophesied till John. And then John let you know that everything this law and these prophets were talking about, that's him.
Can we look at it when Mary came to see Elizabeth and it says the baby inside of her jumped and kicking? We look at that as a prophesying of him as well.
But the baby didn't know. He just jumped up and down in excitement because he knew that the baby is like he's just in the womb. The baby don't know what's going on though, but it's showing you that he knows that this woman is carrying the one that's to come. But the baby don't know. Like Elizabeth and Mary, like what's going on? Elizabeth like, why is this baby jumping up and down at you like this? You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Mary hadn't conceived yet.
No, she was conceived. That's why she went.
You know what I'm saying? Just jumping up and down. He's happy because he's excited to know the king is coming. But you gotta remember, John didn't even know everything. You see, we done read where they asked him questions. He was like, no. No. He didn't know he was coming in the spirit and power of Elijah. He didn't even know that. All he knew is Isaiah 40, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all y'all let him know. Y'all only let him know two things. You Isaiah 40, tell him about my boy. Once he hadn't told everybody who the man was, you know the John slide right on out the way. Hosea 1, man. What verse you start at? 2. Go ahead.
Hosea 1 and 2. The beginning of the word of Yahuwah by Hosea. And Yahuwah said unto Hosea, go take unto you a woman of whoredom.
A whore.
And children of whoredoms.
And now how many of y'all would really be like, boy, this man told you to go marry a whore? Ain't too many dudes out here gonna do that. They gonna try to buck that. But that's what he told Yahushua to do. Go marry a whore. Go ahead.
And children of whoredoms, for the land has committed great whoredom, departing from Yahuwah.
All we got to do is read Ezekiel 9 for that, ain't it? Ezekiel 8. What about all the kings? Maybe all the judges. The land was in great whoredom because we were laying down. He said, like I told you, we mention Ezekiel 16 all the time. We just don't go read it. That man said, you open your feet to everybody that passed by, and his it was. He said, you're contrary. He said, from other harlots. He said, they give gifts to all whores, but you give your gifts to all others and get nothing in return. Free. And that's what we did. We wanted to give everything that Yahuwah gave us and give it to these other people. And they wasn't giving us nothing.
Wow.
Still. All they had for you was a coke and a smile.
It's not even a cold.
I'm talking about hard penis and bubble gum.
Wow.
Fresh out of bubble gum.
And I'm fresh out of bubble gum. But that's what ended up happening. You getting raw dog with no Vaseline. Go ahead.
So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Dab-Laim.
He said he went and took Gomer,
which conceived and bore him a son.
bore him a son.
And the Yahuwah said unto him, call his name Yazrael for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Yazrael upon the house of Yahuwah.
Y'all know what his name means?
Dab-Laim?
No, not a daddy, the son.
Something great, I think.
Now Gomer means complete. Her name means complete.
There's no,
Yazarol or Jezreel. Y'all know what his name means? Now Hosea's wife, her dad's name means two cakes.
God is something. God is.
Jezreel means Elohim of soul. So somebody get me Luke chapter 9. Is it 9 and 8? So you got salvation has soul. That's what it's telling you. So you got to look at salvation had a baby from complete and then it's soul.
Luke chapter 9, verse.
Let's see if that's right. So I'm sorry, Luke 8 and 9.
Luke chapter 8, verse 9. And the disciples asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Elohim, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing that they might not understand.
Get Matthew 13 and 30.
Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of Elohim.
The seed is the word of Elohim. Go ahead.
Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the adversary and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. They on the rock are they which hear the word, receive the word with joy. And these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away.
There's a lot of people that say they begin in time when a nigga get tried, that's when they fall off. Ain't necessarily just putting the book away either, because he's looking at that falling off. You done failed by sin. I'm done. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
It say, and that which fell among the thorns are they which, when they have heard, go forth, and are choked with the cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection.
Go ahead.
But they that are on good ground are they which, in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience.
Now let's read Matthew 13.
Matthew 13, verse 30. Let both grow together into the harvest. In the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather you together first to tares, bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat to my barn. Another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of Shamayim is like a grain of mustard, which a man took and sowed in his field. Which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among the herbs. It will become a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof.
Go ahead.
Another parable. The kingdom of Shamayim is like unto leaven, which a woman took.
Drop them down to about 35.
35. That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. And Yahushua sent the multitude away and went to the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He said unto him, he that sows the good seed, that's the son of Adam. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares, that's the children of the wicked.
You see right there, he said, Elohim has sold. This is what Jezreel come to do. So he's sitting there telling you he's Jezreel right here. And this is who? So this is his firstborn son. You know what I'm talking about? That salvation had. And he had it from the mother to complete. So when you look at the mother name is complete, you can sit back and look at Mary is complete and what was written of birthing this child. Because we already know from the law, right, about her having a baby from a virgin in two different places. And what are those two different places? Not Isaiah.
Adam.
You got Adam, and then you got the one in Exodus when he tell you about making you an altar that no stone or no metal had ever touched. You know what I'm saying? She's completing what's written. Because remember, he said, I didn't come to destroy the law and the prophets. I came to fulfill or to complete. I came to complete what was written about me. So go now. And of course, Mary was in a whore. You know what I'm talking about? She was representative of the virtuous woman in Proverbs 31 that Yasharai would be once that seed had been sown. And then, like you say, he fall on the ground and died, then it bring forth more fruit. Then it's complete.
Yeah, I said, how can you get no fruit from a bad tree? She had to be virtuous.
Yeah, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna have no baby from the whore. Can't have no defiled, my son coming out no defiled womb. That's why these dudes so dumb. Oh, Joseph had sex with her, so he gonna come, you gonna put the son of Elohim in a defiled womb? That's just dumb. Why do you think he would put in a sepulcher where no man had ever been laid? This womb hadn't been defiled. Put a dead body in there, it's unclean now. Can't have no dead body in here. Niggas just dumb. Don't even know. How you know the law? You don't know that. The book tell you when you excrete bodily fluids from your penis, you unclean. And that woman is unclean with you. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all got to go bathe, and then you clean when the sun go down. And you're going to tell me that this man had sex with this woman to make this baby. You are an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got enough sense to know that he the seed going in the grave, which ends up fertilizing his womb, which is the grave, and he come up out of it, same way he did Adam. Now it's complete. That's the seed is sowed. What is he seeking to sow? You seen other fruit come that same seed when those men resurrected from the dead with him. You know what I'm saying? And now we that same to be able to be that same byproduct of fruit that he's seeking to produce. But see, he had to be able to do this. Because finish reading Hosea. Let's see what he tells about the rest of these children.
Verse Hosea 1 and 3. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Dabalim.
Hold on, right? Hold on, right? That's because he just thing that he mentioned, right? You in verse 4, but we got to crank up a notch.
And Yahuwah said unto him, call his name Yasrael for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Yasrael upon the house of Yahuwah, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Yasrael.
Now why would he need to avenge the blood of Jezreel if he just got born? So what is he talking about? This man was just born and he's sitting back telling you he got to avenge his blood? Why would he need to avenge the blood of a newborn baby? What it is? What they said when he died, when they got ready to kill him? They say what? Let his blood be on our children's children, right? So let's get Genesis 9 and 6 and Revelation 1 and 7. He said, I'm going to avenge the blood of whom Elohim has sold. I'm going to avenge that blood. The master said, except a corn or wheat fall on the ground and die. So how did he end up dying? Because somebody had to kill him. To avenge blood, somebody has to do something. You know what the law say about avenging blood. The slave, he's talking about the revenger of blood. What was he coming to revenge blood for? Because somebody done shed innocent blood in the land. So this ain't about Jezreel. Jezreel just got born. He just told him go lay with this woman, and then you just had a baby. And I'm avenging the blood of a newborn baby. And I'm going to cause the kingdom to cease. Because no longer will the kingdom of Yasharal be ruled by men. Now, I'm going to take my rightful place and rule it, which goes to take you back to Samuel. He said, they didn't reject you to be king. They rejected me. And I set a man over it for that time, but eventually I'm going to replace that man and I'm going to take back what was already mine. Because you won't be ruled by no man no more. You're going to be ruled by Elohim, how I wore from the jump street. But if they knew the law, they would know this. Go ahead.
Genesis Bereshit, chapter 9, verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
Revelation 1 and 7. So he got to shed it. He said, I'm going to avenge the blood. Yahushua just said, the son of Adam, or the son of man, the one who sowed the seed then, right? So I'm the one planting the right. This is just leading you up to the kingdom of Shamahim, suffer violence. You think this man ain't going to avenge your blood? That man said, I will avenge you speedily. Nevertheless, will the son of man find faith when he come back? He ain't so worried about him coming back to kill somebody, but when he come back here, how many of you really were faithful?
When it did, came back.
Because he told you, if he's telling you that I'm going to avenge you speedily, then you don't even need to be worried about them people. Oh, he going to come see him. He said, but will I find faith when I get back here? Will you be walking in my faith when I get back here? Because I already told you I'm going to kill these niggas. I've been telling you that the whole book. Oh, you don't believe me because I ain't do it on your time. That's why the people tell me, y'all around here, you need to put this Bible down. This God ain't did nothing for you. Speak for yourself, man. He ain't did nothing for you. I can't say the same. Come on, sir.
Revelations 1 and 7.
What did he say?
Behold,
what?
He come with clouds.
He come with Shamahim. Then we just talk about them clouds. He coming with that now.
Every eye shall see him.
And also, you know, just to put that out there, that's why them niggas say they argue about a flat earth all the time. How's he going to see us if the earth round? Whether it's round or flat, nigga, you going to see him. How you going to see him if you got sin on you? Ask me that. Riddle me that, nigga. For real, though. Why nigga playing by how he going to see us if the earth flat around? Riddle me how you going to see him if you got sin on you. He said whoever sinned has neither seen him nor known him. Now you riddle me that. Come on.
It say, every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Because I got to come avenge that blood. I got to come see you. He said he appeared the first time without sin. He coming the second time to render judgment. Y'all slayed me. It's only right I slay you. So he's already showing you in Hosea Chapter 1, how this man is going to avenge the blood of his son. You shed innocent blood. People don't even sit back and read that. Why would he avenge the blood of Jesus? What is he avenging the blood of a baby for? Come on back to that chapter 1.
For yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Yasrael upon the house of Yehud, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Yasrael. And it shall come to pass at that day, I will break the bow of Yasrael, or the bow of Yasrael in the valley of Yisrael.
What y'all think that means? If he say he gonna break the bow.
We read that the other week.
Huh?
Then we read about the bow the other week.
It wasn't this here though. Think real hard. You just need to put another word in front of that bow. And what was that rainbow representative of? So he's telling you I'm gonna break the covenant in the valley. When he took the master, he took him basically outside the city, and where he had him at? In the valley. And what did he do when he took him out there? He broke it. And he made a new one. And what he told you he was going to do to those in his Isaiah 40, what he was going to do with those in the valley? Lift them up. Hebrews 5 and 9. Because that's representative. Why does he say he gonna break a bow? He got to break the covenant. Which take you back to Moses dropping the tables of stone. I got to break the covenant. Because I got to make a better one built on better promises. That's why the darkness can't comprehend the light, even though they are the seed. Because they can't comprehend that the gospel is the good news of the death, resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach. They think the gospel is, we the children of Israel. That's why they always talk to you about curses all the time. You know, we rarely ever talk about curses. Well, I mean, but why sit back and talk about something that's on you for disobedience when we sit back looking at how he came to remove the penalty of disobedience so you can have the blessings and the promises of your forefather Abraham that you might receive them. Now, we'll talk about the curses if you walking in the disobedience. You need to be warned of that. You're not going to be sitting here spending every week talking about you the children of Yasharal. How many times you need to hear that? Come on, man.
Hebrews chapter 5, verse 9. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him. Called of Elohim a high priest after the order of Melchizedek. Who in the days of his flesh, when he had offered up prayers and supplications with strong crying and tears unto him that was able to save him from death, and that he what? And was heard, and that he feared. Though he was a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all that obey him.
So this is what ends up happening when he break the bow. Now he's done written eternal salvation to everyone that follows him. You couldn't get eternal salvation until he broke that bow. There wasn't nothing. What good news is that? There's no good news in that first covenant. You get the land. Well, you got put out the land. So how you going to get it back? You don't have no right to it no more. So he said, I got to make a new covenant with them. Not like the covenant I made with their fathers when I brought them out of Egypt, which covenant they broke. Though I was a husband unto them. So I had to do something to bring you back. I had to do something to marry you again because I hadn't divorced you. What good news is that? I done put you out my house and you're no longer my wife. You're an adulterous, whorish woman. You lay with every god that passed by. You committed all manner of abominations. That is not good news. You know what I'm saying? That is not good news. But you know what? Most people, some of you used to be running, all we hear is condemnation because you're wicked. That's why that's all you hear. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then the condemnation, you wouldn't even hear that. All it is condemning your behavior that you might change it. So when somebody get upset and they say like, it was that white girl that used to be with, all I hear was I was going to hell. Well, why don't you sit back and look at some of the stuff you were doing? Because I don't know what you're doing. But you're coming and telling me that all you heard was you were going to hell. Well, obviously you're doing things that will take you to hell. Why won't you just stop? Maybe y'all know you're going to hell by what you're doing and he's trying to warn you so you can stop. Did that ever run across your brain? Come on back to Hosea Chapter.
Verse 6. And she conceived again and bore a daughter. And Elohim said unto her, call her name Lo Rukamah.
You know what that name means?
For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Yasharal.
He just told you. He just told you. No mercy.
But I will utterly take them away. I will have mercy upon the house.
Hold on, you know, and guess what? And Yahushua was her. Because he ain't had no mercy on the son. He said he didn't. Now he say Elohim who spared not his own. Did he have mercy on him? He said, I'll utterly take her away, right? Take him away. Did he not take this man away? Did they not come out this man with swords and staves and take him away? Did they not hang this man on a tree? So he and this daughter too, because he did not have mercy. Look at the next verse though.
I will have mercy upon the house of Yehudah.
And what tribe is the master from? And guess who Hosea was actually prophesying to?
The kings of Yehudah.
Israel Yasharal.
He was in Yasharal. He was in the northern kingdom. No, it says that in those days. Oh, go ahead. No, you didn't read it.
It said, and will save them by Yahuwah, the Elohim, and will not save them by bow, sword, battle, horse, nor horseman.
Get John 1 and 12. He said you ain't gonna be saved by battle, nor bow, nor by horseman, but by Yahuwah. So you see how that's showing you the good. It ain't nothing that you can do. It's all him. You can't do it. That's why Paul said in Ephesians, by favor, by grace ye are saved, and not of works. You can't boast on that. Where you think he get that from? Hosea just told you. Did he just not say you'll be sold not by bow, not by sword, not by battle, or by horses, or by horsemen? Because in Zechariah 4 and 6, what he told you. You know what he tell you there? We're going to get that in a minute. Read that right there. Give me Ephesians 2 and 7 behind it. Come on, what you got? Because we got to pray on it. It's 5:20. No, what you had before that? I think John 1 and 12. And then Ephesians chapter 2, verse 7. And then Zechariah 4 and 6.
John 1 verse 12. But as many as received to them gave he power to become sons of Elohim, even to them that believed on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but the will of Elohim.
There wasn't nothing you could do. That means it's got to be of Elohim. It can't be of yourself. Ephesians 2 and 7. Make it 5.
Ephesians chapter 2 verse 5. Even when we were dead in sins, he hath quickened us together with the Mashiach.
Don't you see how they say that daughter they were dead in their sins because he ain't had no mercy on them? What he tell you in Hebrews 10 and 25? Ain't no mercy for those that sin willfully. Ain't no mercy for you. That's what we was explaining to dudes in the barbershop. You can't get no repentance. You can get no repentance when you know better. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you could just sit back and say that you can openly flaunt this man's instructions and feel like he didn't supposed to forgive you. No, it don't work that way. Go ahead.
It say by grace we are saved, and have raised us up together and made us sit together in the Shemahim, in the places of Yahushua Mashiach, that in the age to come he might show the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness towards us through Yahushua Mashiach.
So again, that go that substance. Go ahead.
For by grace ye are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Elohim.
When we sit back and we look at how he saved the master, Elohim saved him. Nothing else saved him. He rose him. So this Zechariah 4 and 6, right? Listen what he tell you.
Zechariah 4 and 6. Or Zechariah 4 and 6. Then he answered and spoke unto me, saying,
What he said to you?
This is the word of Yahuwah unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might,
not by power,
nor by power, but by my ruach, says Yahuwah.
That's how you gonna be saved. You don't think that's good news? That means by his eternal essence, that's how you'll be saved. That's what saved the master. He rose him from the dead by his quickening ruach. What you think gonna save you is his spirit, and you get his spirit through faith. That's what's gonna save you. It's nothing that you can do. So we know that the gospel is not preaching the law, because now you're saying you can save yourself. You can't save yourself. Come on back to Hosea Chapter 1. And that should cause you to put your trust back in your Elohim. That's where your salvation emanates from. Your salvation don't emanate from yourself. It doesn't emanate from the person who's teaching you the word. All they're doing is giving you the word that you might believe on it, that your faith and hope might rest in Elohim and not man. A lot of people, they trust rest in man and not the word that the man is given. If we're doing what's written in John 7, that you seeking the esteem of the person that sent you and not yourself. If they point to themselves, then you know Elohim ain't son of them, because can't no man save you. Your Elohim is the one who saves you. All the servant of Elohim is doing, like we read in 2 Corinthians 4, is to preach Yahushua for y'all's sake, that you might trust in him and believe in him and then become like him, because he the one gonna save you. Come on. You in verse 8.
Verse 8. Now when she had weaned Lo Ruchama, she conceived and bore a son.
Bore another son.
Then said, Elohim called his name Lo Ami, for you are not my people, and I will not be your Elohim.
And again, he just told you what his name is. You are not my people. Then we just read how he say, not all of Yasharal is Yasharal. Now let's go back to that Romans chapter 9 and pick that same verse up, and let's see why he would say you would not be called my people. Because a lot of our brothers and sisters think just because you the seed of Yasharal, you straight. But you're not, though. What would make this man say you not his people? What did he sit back and say? He said, depart from me, you what? Work of iniquity, I never knew you. You not none of my people, man. How are we going to sit back and say we the people of Elohim, but we want to be with people who are not of Elohim? That would be like this here. Why would you want to be friends with transgressors and infidels and heathens and idolaters? Even much less be married to one and procreate with them. Go ahead.
What verse?
24, I think that's 24.
No, not in Romans chapter 9.
Chapter 9.
Probably about verse 8.
Yeah, 7.
Romans 9 and 7.
Neither because they are of the seed of Abraham are they called children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh. These are not children of Elohim.
You are not my people.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
You are my people.
For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Elohim according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calls.
Stop right there. That's a faith right there. Another reason why a lot of our people not going to make it because they think they're going to be saved by works and not the fact that he called you to the high calling of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is to believe on him. That's why he said Isaac was the seed of the promise. That was faith that he promised this man in Genesis 15, and he said, I counted him righteous because he believed me. That's what makes you righteous before Yahuwah, that you believe. It's a lot of niggas, they say they believe, they don't believe for real. Not for real. You just believe just enough to fake it. Most of y'all, when y'all was in school, you did just enough to get by. Just enough to pass. That means you wasn't really here just to be doing. You were just here just to fake it till you made it. You know what I'm saying? I did just enough to get by. That's how a lot of people serve Yahuwah. I'm going to do just enough to get by, but you're not going to get by. You're going to get slaughtered. You got to be all in. You got to be all in. I go pick up people from the poker room all the time. You know, some of them, like they said, they go to saying they all in, and you know they do it. I fold. Yeah, they be out there all the time, gambling all night. They do be out there 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Spending their life, Bill.
Man, look at man. That best bet, they be bad.
I was saying everybody I picked up won at least 100, at least 1, 2, 300. Everybody I picked up the best bet.
I picked up a dude. He said I did well tonight, man. He said, "You want something to eat?"
I'll take some bison.
Like, he told me this is career life.
I met somebody out there.
Like that's what he did.
I picked somebody up from there, man. He said, "Man, do you know where I could get some blow? Do I look like a coke man to you?"
Oh, wow. You just late night, you're driving around, you know, just...
Some of them ask, you ain't the first, but it's a lot of people that ask, man, you know I can get some coke? Just say you just don't want to tell me. No, nigga, I don't know where to get no coke at.
Oh, really? That's what it...
Catch me 10 years ago, I might have been able to help you out.
It's a good thing Uber wasn't around then.
You know what I'm saying? Whammy. They got no raw for you. I got some hard. You want that?
Can't smoke in here, though.
Sure can't smoke in here. Come on, man. Go back to Hosea Chapter 1. You sure can't smoke in here. Because that stuff stinks.
Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Yashrael shall be as the sand of the sea,
Ain't that what you seen in Revelation 7? A number with no man could number.
which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it said unto them, you are not my people, there shall be said unto them, you are the sons of the living
So the
Elohim.
same way where it said in Jerusalem, you not my people, that same place is going to say you the sons of the living Elohim, because he's going to give them white robes and put palms in their hands.
Then shall the children of Yehuda and the children of Yashrael be gathered together.
They'll be what?
Gathered together.
They'll be what?
Gathered together.
John 10 and 16. Hold on, I'll read the rest of it while he's going to get it. They'll be gathered together and appoint themselves one head.
What you say, John? What?
10 and 16. And he said, they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
John chapter 10, verse 16.
Yep.
And other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore does my Father love me, because I lay down my life that I may take it up again.
He said he'll gather them together, right? And make it one head. He said they'll appoint themselves one head. He said they will gather them together and they will come up out of the land. That's Isaiah 11. I grab you out the four corners of the earth. What about Isaiah 27:12? That great trumpet to blow, and I beat against the stream of Egypt and gather you one by one. Or the master said, they'll blow that great trumpet and my Malachim will gather my elect from the four winds. Because you got one head, and that head ain't David. Hosea Chapter 3 verse 1. If I got to revisit the Hosea Chapter 3, we will revisit because I'm short on time.
Hosea 3:1.
What did he say?
Then said Yahuwah unto me, go yet love a woman, beloved of her friend.
So how is she beloved of her friend? Because all them seasons love us because we's a contrary whore. Go ahead.
Yet a woman that breaks wedlock, according to the love.
She breaks wedlock. Well, he said that in Jeremiah chapter 3 about verse 20, right? He said you deal treacherously as a woman who take others instead of her husband. See, that's why we like to say, y'all know that. The reason why we reference a whorish woman is it's a mentality. You can be a whorish woman and not sleep with a lot of people. Whorish women are selfish and they're obstinate. You know what I'm saying? Whorish women are selfish and they're also controlling. You know what I'm saying? That's the hallmark of a whorish woman. They stubborn, controlling, and selfish. All they care about is what they want, when they want it. And they try to say, see, it's because my daddy spoiled me. No, it's because he didn't spit in your face.
That's what the book says.
That's what the book says. Numbers chapter 12. If your daddy had but spit in your face, you would not be ashamed these 7 days. Meaning, if he would have taught you some humility, I wouldn't have to do this to you.
Where is that?
Numbers chapter 12. Oh, he told Miriam that. Numbers chapter 12. He told Miriam that. He said if your daddy had yet spit in your face, you wouldn't be ashamed these 7 days.
And then put her out.
And when he hit her with that leprosy, when she spoke against Moses. Even though it's the extreme of him saying your daddy should have spit in your face, it was about if he would have taught you some humility, you wouldn't open your mouth up and say what you said. Therefore, I wouldn't have to hit you with the leprosy and have you had your steak behind our hip for 7 days.
Just in case you think a woman should be preaching or teaching.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all. And guess what though? That's what your God said. Your daddy should have spit in your face.
Oh no, I'm talking
No, I
about
said that just in case you think a woman's supposed to be preaching or teaching or leading, that you know right there.
Yeah.
Get on out there with that.
Sit down somewhere.
a woman not supposed to.
Oh, no.
Say that again.
No.
A woman shouldn't be.
There's nowhere in the book where you see any woman preaching or teaching the word. Nowhere.
But that's 1 Corinthians 14.
We ain't got to go to no 1 Corinthians 14. Show me a woman preaching or teaching in the book. Don't worry. I'll wait.
Write it down.
Yeah, all of them.
Because we all.
Where you say that's at now?
1 Corinthians.
That's not in 1 Corinthians. He ain't just in that. He didn't say that in 1 Corinthians 14 about no. He said a woman should learn in silence. He didn't say nothing about no teaching.
No, if it's like around 1 Corinthians.
It ain't in 1 Corinthians 14. It's in 1 Timothy chapter 2.
What you said?
So that's 1 Timothy 2. In 1 Corinthians 14, he talked about women learning silence and ask questions when you get to the house. He didn't say nothing about no teaching them. But we'll deal with that when we get finished. Let me finish. That's nothing. Because the priest the one teach the law. Show me a priestess. Can't find it. I can show you a woman prophesying, but prophesying is speaking of a future event.
She says the one.
You know why people they got women preaching and teaching? Because that came up in this time period from the 1900s on up by quote unquote woman equality.
Yeah.
And try to have a woman think that she can do what a man do. And see, niggas kill me when they say, see, that was in the Bible times. Nigga, we still in the Bible times. Go ahead. He said that was in the Bible times.
It say, a woman that break wedlock according to the love of Yahuwah toward the children of Yashra'al, who look to other mighty ones.
And love flavors of wine. Say you got you an old drunk sloppy hoe.
So I brought her to me for 15 pieces of silver. What it said? She's drunk.
She's an old drunk sloppy hoe. You know the drunk hoe make with anybody. Drunk sloppy hoe.
So I brought her to me for 15
How you think he bought her 15 pieces of silver? What Judas bought him for? Homer barley. What's barley is?
Great.
What he bought you with? His body. Come on.
And a half on my barley and said unto her, you shall abide from me many days.
Many days.
You shall not play the whore. You shall not be for another man.
So when he bought you 2 Corinthians 11:4. He said abiding with you many days as you abide with him forever. He said, you will not play the harlot, nor will you be for another man. You ain't finna be for no other. Look what Paul turned around and tell you. Y'all know what they say, well, I like this here, man. Well, we the biggest hole in the block.
This is true. Works for everybody.
Everybody. Come on, 2 Corinthians
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua, whom we have not preached,
well, make it verse 3.
but I fear lest by any means as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
With his what?
Subtlety.
With his lies.
So your mind should be corrupted from
Well,
this
get in verse 1, because we got to hear what he's saying.
Would to Elohim ye could bear with, I'm sorry. Would to Elohim ye could bear with me a little in my folly.
A little bit in my foolishness.
And indeed bear with me. For I am jealous.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all bear with me in my foolishness. I appreciate it.
For I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to the Mashiach.
You ain't for nobody else. Come on.
But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in the Mashiach. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua,
whom we have not preached,
you
might what?
Receive another Ruach,
you might what?
Which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with
So
them.
another gospel is if they not coming to preach the Son, you might not want to fool with them. Because he's coming to tell you about your husband. I married you to myself. Come on, Hosea Chapter 3, finish this out. Some of this stuff we're going to have to come back to because I can get loose with these last couple verses. When these niggas be talking reckless. See, I'm going to preface this now, and then I'm going to come back and precept it later. You know what I'm saying?
Hosea chapter 3, verse 4.
What did he say in verse 4?
For the children of Yashrael shall abide many days without a king.
When they was in the land when the master came, did we have a king?
No.
And we still ain't got one. In the flesh. Come on.
And without a prince.
What a prince is a ruler, right? Acts chapter 5 told you that this man was to be made what? A prince and a savior. That ain't David, nigga. Come on.
And without a sacrifice.
Without a sacrifice. Before they came up there, before the master came, what sacrifice you got? See, he your eternal sacrifice. Now they say, see, we ain't got no sacrifice. What sacrifices did he stop? You wait on it, nigga. I see the nigga say, well, why you don't make no sacrifice? Because we don't have no government system. Well, where was the government system at with Adam? Where was it at with Noah? Where's it at with Cain? You don't need no government system to do no sacrifice, you idiot. So you gonna sit here and it say blood got to be shed for the remission of sin. That's what the law say. Oh, we ain't in the land. You going to hell, nigga. Tell me about we. Well, wait, we ain't in the land. Why you ain't eating pork then? Why you keeping the Sabbath then? So now you picking and choosing, you partial in the law then. You still going to hell, dummy. Come on with it, indeed.
And without an image.
Now when they say image, you know what that is? Not in this instance. When they look at this here, it's mastaba, and that is a pillar or a monument or a memorial or a stump of a tree. So when we come back and look at this, right, when we look at a pillar or a memorial, what did he tell you you were supposed to do for a memorial? To eat my flesh and drink this wine in remembrance of me. You know what was supposed to be a memorial? The fringes at the border of your garment. For you to remember to keep my commandments. So you do this, the memorial that you abiding in is this man dying. Because what was Passover supposed to be? A memorial of you coming out of bondage. That's what he instructed him in the law when he said, why do we do this service? And he told you to do what? Set a mark where? In your forehead and in your hand that you might remember. But see, they see image there and they just go to run with that. Ain't what they're talking about. And what else he said they're going to be without?
And without an ephod.
And you know that's a priestly garment, right? And you know what usual color it is? Woven with purple gold, but sometimes it's a particular color. You know what that color is? White. And you know what Ecclesiastes told you to keep your garment what? And he said that their garments were made white from the blood of who? So you was out the Ruach HaKodesh for many days till this man came. And then the last thing it say,
And without a terror.
and that's a family idol. We'll deal with that in the book of Judges, because you know he set up a family idol in his house, right? Come on with it.
Afterwards,
After all of this,
shall the children of Yahshua all return.
return and do what?
They will seek Yahuwah the Elohim
Was they not seeking after the master? Come on.
and David, their king.
See, that's what a stupid nigga come in and see we're gonna seek. Nigga, David was dead when this man said that. The book tells you in Hosea Chapter 8, do we seek to the dead above the living? Don't be an idiot. This man was in his grave when Hosea prophesied this. This man was dead. So you mean to tell me live people in that time, let's go to David's grave and seek him? That's how you know niggas dumb. Give me Isaiah 8:19, man. Let's see if just let the book say that. Ain't no Yahudim hanging out in no graveyard.
Yashayahu, Isaiah 8, verse 18. Behold, I, the children, in whom Yahuwah hath given me, are signs and wonders in Yasharal, from Yahuwah of hosts, which dwell in Mount Zion.
Go ahead.
And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their Elohim?
Seek the who?
Their Elohim?
And do and whatever.
For the living to the dead?
So why am I going to look for David and he dead? What did the Malachim tell them when they came to the master grave? Why do you seek the living amongst the dead? So that's how you know that ain't talking about David. See, you ain't even have to go deep with it to show you ain't talking about David. Just if you know the book. Why am I going to seek a dead man? So when we get to David's grave, David, we looking for you. Can you hear me? Is you in there? Come on and finish that Hosea chapter 3. What we got to do?
And they shall seek David, their king, and shall fear Yahuwah and his goodness in the latter days.
We'll deal with that goodness in the latter days at the time, later on in the week, though. Praise ye Yah for Yahweh.
Where they say, see, you talking about